They're playing right now, aren't they? Playing Chicago.
I have no idea.
The Sharks?
The Sharks.
I had a dream last night that they were playing Calgary and they won 13-12.
Oh, that would be a great game.
What is the highest scoring regulation NHL game, do you think? What's been the most points in a...
I know there's been 10-goal games.
Yeah. I just don't know.
That's not bad. That's not like 25, though.
No, I
That's
feel
not
like
13 to
low
12.
teens.
There's nothing like... Yeah, there's nothing like 25.
I mean, if you count all-star games...
In international hockey, you'll get a good fucking like 18-0 every now and then.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's been some all-star games that have been like 18-16 or something like that.
Might be.
Yeah.
Goalies just fucking don't care. Goalies don't even want to go to that.
Well, yeah. What are you going to do?
Why the fuck would I go?
You're going to go make a crazy save and then injure yourself for the real hockey?
Yeah, and like not only are the players you're playing against super good, but the players on your own team are just there to have fun, so they're kind of letting the super good players do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. So they'll just let like all 5 of them blow by and go 5-0.
Oh, guys!
Let's see you stop that one.
Yeah.
Jeez. Highest score in international ice hockey match. Slovenia beat Bulgaria 82-0.
Wow.
82-0.
Bulgaria's not even that bad.
No, but they
apparently the Slovenia is.
Yeah, Slovenia's not that good.
I feel like there must
82-0, sir.
There must have been some sort of situation where the A team like got stuck in traffic or something like that.
International hockey's weird.
Yeah, but 82-0? Like, nobody must have showed up.
That's tough.
That's more than one goal every
I was going to say, how many minutes in a hockey game?
I wonder if they had a goalie or if they tried to play 6-on-5.
The entire game.
Even then, how do you get that many goals?
Yep.
I wonder if they ever got 3 goals in 1 minute during that game.
Probably.
They would have had to, probably, to get to 82.
31 in the first, 24 in the second, and 27 in the third.
Fuck, just didn't let up, eh?
Wow. Jesus.
How do you not just skate off the ice halfway through that game?
Props to Bulgaria for not leaving.
Bulgaria did, for sure.
And they just kept the game going, and that's why the score got so out of hand. The ref's like, we're not stopping this. Play on.
Oh, man. Hockey season is upon us. Welcome to the show. Episode 293 of the Talking Reckless podcast. The fifth season of hockey?
Yeah. No, the 5th season. That's what they call it.
Oh, yes.
Hockey
Summer,
season's the 5th
fall,
season.
winter, spring, and hockey.
I think that was a Scotiabank commercial. I'm sorry.
Wait, what about baseball season? Is that the 6th season?
No, we don't talk about baseball.
What about construction?
That's a good one. I like that one. Let's go with that one.
That's the 7th season then.
Yeah.
Golf is the 8th season.
Golf season's big.
Yeah.
Golf season and construction season can overlap a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, they start at different times. I like to think the construction season kicks off a little earlier than the golf season.
My name's Matt Eads, joined by Kevin Byer.
It's podcast season.
How's it going?
It's going well. Thanks for asking. Bryce Zinnick is here.
I am. More hockey facts real quick here.
Okay.
So NHL, biggest score, 16-3.
By what were the teams?
The Montreal Canadiens, 16, over the Quebec Bulldogs, 3.
It must have been
probably like
long time
1914.
Yes.
You could have convinced me that
1920, March 3rd. It was a good year.
You could have convinced me that the Bulldogs were not a real team.
Yep.
Did you say is it really in 1920?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It was before the sticks were curved.
Ooh.
That game was the start of the Great Depression.
Brandon Lynch is here as well.
Strictly a Quebec term. The Great Depression after we lost 18-2.
Quebec Bulldogs. This sounds like a drink. Sounds like one of them slushies.
Bulldogs, bulldog,
yeah.
But the Quebec Bulldog,
Quebec.
It's got a little Tabasco sauce or something.
Yeah,
something shitty in there, if you know what I'm saying.
I was going to guess like some wine.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes more sense.
That'd be more like the French Bulldog.
Inability to... can't turn right on a red light in Quebec.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I'm never going to Quebec.
It's fucked up.
I turn right on red lights all the time.
Yeah.
So do I. It's my go-to maneuver on a red light when I'm turning right.
Those scramble crosswalks.
Those things are confusing as hell.
Yeah.
What's a scramble crosswalk?
It's the one where you can go...
Yeah.
They turn all the lights red, and you can cross any direction, including diagonal.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Like in Hong Kong or not.
There's something in
Tokyo.
Yeah,
like
there's
the big
one
crazy
probably
ones.
more in Tokyo, but...
There's one right in front of Rogers.
Yeah, there's
That's,
two in front of Rogers on each end.
Yeah, probably on either corner.
And then there's one on 109th and White Ave. 109th
Really?
and White Ave, yeah.
I haven't been that way in quite a while, actually.
Yeah,
I feel like
chapters.
as a motorist, if all the lights turn red and people just flood the street, I'm just like, oh, what is that? I'm locking the doors and like making sure the windows are up.
So part of it's nice when you know the crosswalks because you know if you have a green light, you don't have to fucking You just be fucking make that right turn. Don't even worry about it because no one's fucking going to be walking that way because they hold the pedestrians until the scramble. But it does
What about
suck.
a scramble, though? Then you can't turn right
Then
on
you
the
can't
red?
turn right on the red.
Because there's people in front of
Because
you.
there's people in front of you.
Everywhere.
shit.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So
Those are usually on
Wild.
very
Pros and cons.
busy intersections.
I was in Nashville and Broadway, the party street.
Yeah.
It was every road was
Really?
a scramble. Yeah.
I don't think they had them when I was there. I mean, granted, I was very drunk the entire time we were
Fair.
walking on Broadway.
You were
so
just scrambling everywhere no matter what.
just making it happen.
Just hit me then if you don't like it.
There's a fun traffic fact of the day.
Woo. Bring you one every week. Tune in again next week for more fun traffic facts.
A little something about legal U-turns next week.
Ooh, buckle up, mother truckers. The T.
Tell me about that after the show.
I gotta know.
There are none. No.
That's definitely not. I've been pulled over once for illegal U-turn. The TRWL event, Retribution's coming up this Friday, October the 18th. Come and join us on twitch.tv/TalkingRecklessPodcast. DDK will defend his title
Easily.
against the Oliver J. Man says easily. I don't know. Commish listens to these podcasts.
It's pretty
maybe,
short.
Maybe that booking, who knows?
Who know? I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I just know DDK is going to go in there and kick some ass.
Yeah.
Easily.
Strong representation of Doink style.
Yeah.
Come and join us. It's going to be awesome. New competitors. Some new debuts. It's going to be dope. We're telling a story, you know?
No.
We're
This is
we're
the
telling,
real thing,
We're
what
telling
we're
a
doing.
story over here.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's about family.
That's
Our
right.
show. So come and join us.
You just wait until the draft.
WrestleMania is going to be a big event.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I played some video games this week.
Did you?
Yeah, I played a lot of Red Dead 2 online.
But why?
That's a good question.
You've hated it before. You
Never
continue
really thought
to hate
about it
it
like
and
it
then
that way.
you're Just,
I don't hate it. It's just super fucking broken all the time in every way imaginable, and that is super fucking frustrating.
So I saw you tweeting about it, and I wanted to ask legitimately, but I didn't want to because I didn't actually want anyone to have to go through the research, is how long it took for Grand Theft Auto to get there. Like, I don't remember Grand Theft Auto when it launched to remember how, like, was Grand Theft Auto shitty for a super long time?
yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
It was definitely shitty for a while.
Yeah,
Or real
100%.
buggy when it launched.
when it launched.
Yeah.
So
It was
I
still popular all the time, though. Like pretty much right when the
Yeah.
online started.
You
So
get the
is Red
sense
Dead.
that I was going to
Yeah.
ask, do you get the sense that Red Dead is popular despite
Oh,
its
yeah.
shortcomings?
Totally.
Yeah. So maybe it's following the same trajectory, and 5 years from now we'll be like, they'll never make a Grand Theft Auto because Red Dead's the biggest fucking game in the world.
Yeah, maybe. It's so it's coming to PC. The why is because it's coming to PC.
Sweet.
Grand Theft Auto, when it came to PC, had a like import your character feature. And I really want to play that game on PC. I am like still constantly amazed at just how incredible that game looks. That I really, really want to play it on PC. And they'll get mod support. You'll be able to do all sorts of weird shit with it, which seems really fun. But I don't want to start, like, I'm already super far behind all the folks I play with. So, I've just been putting in some time. Just been doing some dailies.
Yeah, get a little catch up.
Yeah, working on my, it's like my, I find it very relaxing. I find it very relaxing of like, I just got a list of things like, oh, you got to go skin 5 ducks. Like, okay, cool. I'm just going to go on this lake, just hang out. You can autopilot everywhere, so you can just maybe smoke this bong while your horse is riding from place to place. Real chill, I've just been chipping away at the dailies.
I remember reading a lot when I played Red Dead.
Yeah,
It was nice, but also I kind of would sideways glance at the game like, what are you fucking? Why can I read a book while I play you?
the online even more so because you're not like running into. There's very little on the way of like you see the odd canned mission of some lady on a horse being like, help me, and you're like, no, I'm okay.
Go to the campaign, ma'am.
You're not worth my time.
Someone will pick you up there.
But it's really, really, really broken. Every single time I've played, not just myself, anecdotally, everybody I've talked to who plays on Xbox anyways, we've been disconnected every single time. inevitably we'll always get into a spot where we can't set our camp up. It'll just keep taking itself down, setting up, taking down, setting up, taking down, setting up. And you have to rejoin a new server a couple times until it eventually works. I've been thrown into dead lobbies, which at first I didn't realize they were dead lobbies. So one of my dailies was like, do a race. I'm like, okay, I don't really like the PvP, but I'll do it for the daily. So got in this lobby, which was already underway. I'm like, oh, perfect, I'll be done soon. Did my race. And then just sat there. The clock kept ticking up. I sat there for like 25 minutes thinking I was like waiting for other people to finish maybe.
Fuck, did I ever do good in this race?
And yeah, nothing happened. So I quit out. Didn't get credit for it. There's been a lot of cases where you do the daily and it's like, hey, great job. You did the daily. Here's your little gold bonus, which is the premium currency. And then anytime you hit a load screen, that daily is mysteriously gone, and the gold you didn't get credit. You have the gold that you got, quote unquote, is gone.
Ooh, that's no good because that's premium, right? You said right. You can buy real stuff with that.
That's real money that they are like rolling back on you. And
Easier said than done to not have a bug, but you should not have any bugs that take away premium currency.
But
that seems like a super bad,
especially
no.
10 months after Red Dead Online has been around for coming up on a year now.
Yeah.
Ooh. And it is like just stunningly broken in so many ways. In ways that like, why is nobody? If this was an EA product, people would be so fucking pissed. People would be just nonstop with it. But because it's Rockstar, apparently it gets a pass.
Well, maybe it gets a pass because that was the tweet that you sent out. And in my head, the first thing I thought is like, I wonder if it gets a pass because Grand Theft Auto started the exact same way and became one of the best things in the world.
Maybe. I mean, it became the most money-making thing in the world, but
that's true. I'm not a big Grand Theft Auto Online fan, but I'll watch some stuff where I'm like, this might be the best video game in the world right now. Look at the fucking that guy is riding through the sky on a goldfish.
Like the role-playing mods. I really hope the role-playing stuff comes to Red Dead on PC, which would be really fun. Excuse me, but I don't know. It's in my head, it's like almost less excusable. Of like, you guys maybe should have learned some of this through GTA Online of like just the basic. I just want to connect. Like just basic functionality should be there, should work.
Which makes you think because it is Rockstar with a good pedigree of making games. I wonder how much they are trying to do that they can't get the simplest stuff right. Like maybe there's something great there, and they're just like it's too much. We can't figure out how to turn it on because it's so much.
That is actually what I think might be happening. Yeah. Of like maybe the consoles just can't handle it.
Yeah,
because that game runs. It always feels like it's on the cusp of crashing.
I feel like my console, which I've had since launch, both my PlayStation and Xbox are launch console or launch editions, and I feel like almost no games are coming out right now where I look at it and be like, runs great, runs good. Yeah.
We're right at the
everything
end.
that's coming out that's kind of it. I was frustrated early, and then as the Control came out and the anything, even Bloodstain, which did not look like a visually taxing game, I kind of got to the point where it's like, oh, it's everything. It's fucking every game I download this year. It kind of runs like shit, which maybe is just because this thing is super old and games are being made super well right now. Well, games are being made super big right now,
and like they're totally being made for that next gen where like Control feels like the only reason you might put that out on console is because you're going to release a way higher def version on the PS5 and stuff next year.
But that can't be all these games. Like Control is definitely one of them where I'd be like,
Bloodstained. I don't know. Bloodstained is a fucking mystery to me.
And there's a lot of games, and I'm kind of blanking on names, but just a lot of games I've played recently where it's like they're not re-releasing this on the next console. Why does this run so shitty? But
it's hard to know. Anyways, Rockstar.
Gears.
Gears.
Yeah. So I was like, this seems like I don't think they're gonna. Well, this will be on the next gen console, I'd imagine. Yeah. But it didn't seem like they gave a hoot about making this thing work well on Xbox.
I've had very different reports on I've had some people who play on Xbox come in and say like, oh, I can't believe you guys have all those problems on the podcast. That's weird. We played it and like it was fine.
Nothing, eh?
So it seems to be a little.
There's still a little part of me with all this stuff where it's like it's a fucking old Xbox. Yeah. Maybe it's been moved around. Like it's made a couple trips in the car. Maybe it's just
full of dust.
Maybe
or
it's not there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I played a little Bloodstained too on PC, and it runs fine. I don't know why I like that game. I don't.
Oh, really? I love Bloodstained, except for it not running great.
I really like Symphony of the Night, but it's like
it's the same game.
It's the same game. Plus, like Symphony of the Night has this like kind of beautiful simplicity to it, where you have a couple different weapon slots. You're just equipping weapons. You have a shield. You have a few abilities familiars. Bloodstained has like I have 10 trillion cooking recipes. Every single weapon I have has different combos of like fireball forward and all these like fighting game inputs.
Yeah.
I have 50 different weapons that all have completely unique movesets, which is actually pretty cool. But like
even the fireball thing,
I like fucking sword, man.
I like whenever I like, because I haven't looked through all that stuff too. Like I have had 100 of those like books that I read where it's like you can do a up fireball forward and it launches a spear at someone with your little spear gun. And there's no spear gun. And it got to the point where I was just in the middle of combos just doing one of those motions because I was like, I have 800 of these.
Surely this will do something.
And it usually did.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to keep with it. I beat the first boss.
some of the bosses are neat.
Got in there a little bit, but
the first boss, like the guy on the ship.
Yeah, the big like water lady.
Right.
David Hayter voices Snake in that game, where like the title thing is like bloodstained.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know he was in it. And boy, did I pop when he first showed up.
I've seen a bunch of things. I've heard a bunch of things with Dave in them recently, and he only has that voice like this. Even in what the fuck's that game with the fraud, the Long Dark. He's in there. He's like, hey, it's me, not Snake.
He should just say it's me, and then let the people's imagination say, oh, probably Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? He's really got like one read. Even as Captain America, he played Captain America, and he totally Avengers Assemble. Like,
I'd rather follow him than Captain America. Honestly.
Yeah, so would I. I mean, let's be real here. Red Dead Online and Bloodstained, fleetingly, is what we talked about. Just recapping the games. If you're playing, gotta say the names.
Gears of War talked about for 3 seconds.
Gears of War, we started 4 this week as well. Runs real nice.
Yeah.
4.
I like 4.
Going from 3 to 4. 4 is like 4 has me excited for 5 in a way that 1, 2, 3. I was like, okay, this is all right.
If 5 runs technically well, I think you will really like 5.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Kev, what have you been playing?
Not much actually.
A little WoW, I saw.
Got a little more WoW in me.
What's the level up to?
Couple more levels. Level 50.
Oh shit!
I think 2 weeks ago when I was on the show, or was it last week? I don't even remember anymore. No, 2 weeks, because last week was
the EX,
the featuring special guest episode.
Nice. Took that show on the road.
Yeah. So yeah, I've gained 5 levels in 2 weeks. So pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right. Making tracks.
Yeah. Got 9.5 more to go because I think I'm like maybe a little more than halfway through 50. So
plus or minus rested. Hopefully you're getting some rested experience right now.
I don't even waste my time going to inns anymore. It's just not even worth it. The amount of the rate at which you get that rested experience is just so small. It's like when I had that week off and came back and I had 3/4 of a level worth of rested experience, and that's it.
I think I thought it was 10 days for the max or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it's 1.5 bars you can get at most. And
that's not very much at all.
No.
Rested, for anyone who doesn't know, you just get double experience. If you log off in an inn, you get
Destiny has it.
Only from things you kill, though.
It's a concept.
Not from quest turn-ins or anything like that. So still, it adds up, but
still getting to the end game. Gonna raid.
Yeah, I joined a guild.
Oh shit!
What's it called?
It is called Chaos.
With a K? K-A-O-S?
No, Jesus, no.
Thank
It's spelled correctly.
That's okay, I guess. It's just a word.
The big selling point to me was they plan on raiding only one night a week.
Sure.
On Tuesdays, which is fine.
Does it make you worried that there might be too few raids and too many people?
I mean, at the point where it is now, there are too many options. Like, there's so many guilds that are actively recruiting for raiding. It's like, I don't know how many 60s are on the server. I would assume there's probably a couple hundred at this point. I don't know.
Oh, probably way more than that, I would think.
Because this was one of the smaller servers that started off after, right?
Right.
So, who actually knows? But
how's the server pod been? I remember we transferred to that.
It's
still pop server.
It's still hard to get a group.
Yeah, that blows.
I mean, it doesn't really matter that much for me because I enjoy like the grinding mobs. Like I grinded these little tiny dragons.
Whelps?
Yeah, some whelps in the Badlands.
Oh, fun.
For like 3 hours.
Just for looking for a drop,
just getting this item that would only ever be useful if I decided to roll a warrior ult.
Who knows? You might one
Better to
day,
have it
right?
and not need it.
I just felt like it. This item is so cool that I'm just gonna get it. I'm just gonna get it.
Always be prepared.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that'll never be used, but I farmed it for 3 hours.
Big worth, big worth.
Absolutely.
When you sell your account,
You seem
that'll be a
happy
little,
about it, and you know what? That's worth it.
That is what's worth it. I was meaning to farm a bunch of cloth today, but it never really happened. Ended up playing some Magic. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stay in this guild because I got the feeling after being in their chat for like 5 minutes that it might be just a bunch of teenagers.
Ooh.
So
welcome to the internet.
Yeah,
welcome to the internet.
All the guilds.
Yeah, that sucks.
We kind of all just talk in memes now. Like we being the people on the internet, and me being not a teenager, haven't been a teenager for a long time. Everybody just talks in memes. Is a lot of meme speak? Is that why you think
it's not meme speak? It's like there was conversation about we should invite this one person to the guild because they're a girl kind of conversation.
Oh, okay.
So it's like,
all right.
Yeah.
It's like the old WoW days.
That might be a strike
so many
against you
ways.
as a guild, but we'll hang in
Sexist
there.
Kevin.
Yeah, I was gonna say you heard it here
we'll
first.
see.
Kevin, no girls allowed in Kevin's guild.
Yeah, there you go.
There's got to be several guilds out there you can join.
No, I'm actually a fan of the guild with only one girl, so that everyone can give that one person all the attention. That's
very nice.
A hard time for being a terrible healer because they're definitely a healing class.
well, absolutely.
That's you can't. But yep, maybe.
Every girl I've ever raided with
Yeah.
was that like a druid or a priest, and oh man, they weren't good.
Yeah. Every lady I also knew who played World of Warcraft always played a healer class.
Yep.
Are you saying
But
something?
I also played healer classes. So
I also play
I'm-
healer
I
class.
also
What is
play
that?
healer class. Yeah,
Oh shit.
healer class is the best.
I'm almost exclusively healer in Overwatch now
Yeah.
because of the people I play with. Yeah, because
Like-
our group's kind of got up to 4 now.
Just because of the comp, or just because like
Yeah,
people
just
are,
because
are mean to you? So you're like, I'll just heal.
No. Because the internet. So the internet, the void out there
Yeah.
is sending us only attackers because that's what everyone plays.
Yep.
And then we got Warren, who usually attacks or tanks. We got Andy, who usually heals or attacks. And we got Aber, who does anything but healing. So usually I've got to be one of the healers.
Yeah.
Almost every time, which I'm okay with. But,
Just like it's like every game in the entire world, there's always more DPS than there is. It goes DPS and then healers and then tanks. Every single game, Overwatch, every RPG ever made, it's so interesting, I suppose. Like fascinating in a way that even these totally different games, that paradigm still exists.
And it's funny too because even in a game like this, at WoW Classic, when in this phase of the game while you're leveling up, like literally anyone. There's 3 classes on Alliance side who can all tank in any spec, and it doesn't matter. And like there's now 2-handed tanking where you don't even use a shield. There's dual wield tanking because it literally doesn't matter. If you have a semi-competent group, you can tank with anything.
Dodge tank.
There's the 4 mage priest group that doesn't even have a tank.
In
Nice.
Classic?
Yeah,
Everything's slowable. I guess
Yeah.
it's possible.
Yeah.
you just
suppose.
kite every boss. It's
I remember dodge tanking being a real thing, where like you rogues would have just such a high % chance to dodge that like, oh, the boss just missed every 3 out of 4 attacks.
Yep.
Whatever.
And then those 1 out of 4 attacks that get hit, you heal them for 90% of their health every time, and
Yep.
it's all just math.
just hope RNG is on your favor.
Weird.
Yeah,
That's all we're ever doing.
Mm-hmm.
healer is
Here.
definitely definitely the best class to play because all the other classes roles, I should say, they're way more involved than healing is. Like,
Have you ever DPS'd?
yeah, DPS is the most involved
No,
role.
you close your eyes and you usually have your rotation to 2, 3, 4. So there's like 2,
Oh.
3, 4,
Oh,
2.
that's
What?
so
His
many
eyes
buttons.
closed while he does
Oh
it.
shit, you got it down to like 1?
A frost mage in vanilla. Frostbolt.
What about all your hundreds of cooldowns that you have to hit at different times?
You don't need
There's none
those.
of those.
Yeah,
You might have to
there's your
evocate
trinket
once.
pops, and there's your
pop your
potion
trinkets.
pops.
You
Popping
macro
potions.
that into frostbolt, so
Yeah.
whenever they're up, they'll go. Yeah.
And when I rated my warlock in vanilla, my scroll wheel would just do everything. It would be like, if there is no corruption, cast corruption. If there is no this, cast this. If there is no this, cast. So I could just literally just stand there and just scroll wheel. Yeah, and one of those freewheeling ones where you just like pew, and it just keeps spinning.
That's pretty good.
Every
game's a
close
clicker.
your eyes.
And
If you work hard enough at it.
Totally.
you also get to blame everything on the other roles as well.
When you're a healer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do that all the time.
They'll send it back to you though too. Where
screw that.
where anytime when the tank dies, you're like, but fucking healer, just keep me alive.
You just keep me alive. You gotta keep me alive if you want me to heal you.
Tank should have used their cooldowns.
Yeah. Should have used your cooldowns.
Hey,
Tank.
hey, healer, why'd you run out of mana? Because the DPS is too slow.
You're pulling too fast. Let me drink, bro.
Yeah. Do you want to ever get healed again?
Exactly.
You don't even have to answer that. Just keep it in your mind.
I will say that there were occasions in my original raiding career in WoW when I would have people in the raid that I just wouldn't heal. Yeah.
So would I.
Respect.
So you gotta do. You send a message.
Eventually, they would introduce abilities where you could like physically move other players without their consent. You just had an ability that would pull someone to you, and there were always particular players that I would go stand in the acid and make sure I pulled them. There was also an ability. So Priest had a thing that you could swap life and pull somebody. So you would stand in the acid, get all the way down to like 5%. And then I would swap life with them so that they'd be at 5%, I'd be at 100, pull them into the acid, they would die. And then they get super mad in raid chat, but like, I'm already gone. They can't.
You can't. What are you
They
gonna
just
do?
got pulled me into the fucking thing. Like, no, dude, I'm over here healing. What are you even talking about?
You hear anyone else complaining? I don't hear anyone else complaining.
Yeah, they're actually saying, man, this guy's got great HPS.
Yeah, this guy seems to always have 100 health. It's pretty good. I don't know why you're dead all the time.
I like healing. Healing's like DPS, except the bars move way faster. You know, instead of waiting the bars go to zero, you keep the bars from going to zero.
At my core, I'm a people pleaser.
Totally.
So whenever I go and heal someone, they're like, hey, thanks. I'm like,
Oh,
it's a good day.
yeah.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like handing out food
Sure.
before instances.
Yeah.
Give people some food. Hey, eat this food.
Mm-hmm.
It'll make you better.
I like buffing other players, but only with the most useless of buffs. Underwater breathing and detect invisibility.
Yar.
Talk to this guy. He'll
Wasn't
hook
it
you up.
when you were watching when I was playing and somebody buffed me and you're
Underwater
like,
breathing.
give him a gold or something.
Give that man a goal for underwater breathing.
Hell no.
And you did. You open trade, and then he gave you like a healing potion or
Yeah.
something. It's like, oh fuck, you definitely got to give this guy some money.
Yeah, and then I gave him money. And he's like, oh man, nobody ever tips me. I'm like,
It's underwater breathing.
he must
dude.
have thought
It's probably
he
why.
must have thought or they must have thought that's why I was opening trade, that I wanted a Hellstone.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this guy wants a Hellstone, so
No, you just.
I was just trying to give them some money.
You got to make your own fun in World of Warcraft.
Sure.
A lot like Red Dead in so many ways. What else you been up to?
That's about it. We had our 50th D&D session
I saw the box.
this last Saturday. Yeah, the boys got me I don't even know, made out of some awesome, really expensive
Oak.
smoked wood looking thing.
Couple of woods
Yeah,
when I was
with,
looking at it.
it's got a very powerful magnet. I'm not saying I need to work out,
I could not get
but
it open.
I couldn't get it open the first time, and I'm like trying to open it, and they're like, "No, you have to pull." I'm like, "I am pulling. This is the
Rip
hardest I can
apart.
pull."
It's a magical item.
I tried to open it because I'm like, oh shit, look at this box. It says like DM Dangles on the top.
Yeah.
And I thought there was a special way of like, oh, you must have like twist. There must be a secret way that only Dangles knows how to open it because I can't get this fucking box open.
No, you got to tune to it first. Then it
Well,
just
yeah,
opens.
Yeah,
for you.
spend an hour meditating on
Throw
it.
it at something.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, 50 sessions represents approximately 200 hours.
Those fucking Matt and WWE 2K hours.
Yeah, that's right. I have played as much D&D in this session than Matt has played 2K.
It's fucked.
I'm
I hope,
so
I hope
sorry.
you think about that.
So sorry, Gavin. That's
And also, I think I've passed it already in Warcraft.
fair.
well.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Actually, probably not quite. I think 8 days ish is
Catching up,
is
though.
right around there.
That's super good for 50.
8 and a bit, yeah. No, I don't even know. Probably 7 ish, 7 days.
Even
Still
better
good,
for
yeah.
50.
No,
Damn.
10 days is what they said would be the average player to hit 60. So
Hmm.
we'll see if I make it. I don't think I will.
You're a priest,
mostly
yeah.
because
We'll give you a break.
mostly because I'm a priest, so I'll spend a lot of time doing dungeons, and I've spent a lot of time farming pointless shit because
That's the
Cotton.
game.
Yep.
it's just,
Gotta get that
it's just how I live, how I
cloth.
live my life.
Bryce, what have you been up to?
Don't know if people talked about this yet, but Mario Kart Tour consuming my life.
I feel like we talked briefly about it.
I feel like it was like, Mario Kart Tour is kind of fucking shitty, huh? Yep.
Oh.
Anyways.
I didn't. So I remember. I don't. Maybe we talked about this in a group chat or something. But I thought Mario Kart played shockingly good.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't want to interact with any of their bullshit.
Free
Yeah.
to start mechanics.
Right, yes.
How bad is the like the delay? Like, is there any delay in
But
game?
you don't play with players.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's. I think it's the same thing the 2K card game did, or the WWE 2K card game did. I think it was 2K. Where you would play against people out there, people in
Yeah,
people that play, but it wouldn't actually be them playing
Like
on
the
the other
ghosts.
end.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, kind of.
Weird. But then, like,
Because like some of the names I was looking at was like, that's not no one from Nintendo made that name. That's a person.
like if you shoot them with a shell, can you still interact with the other players?
Yeah,
Or are they
they're
just
not fully
ghosts?
ghosts, but yeah, they
Yeah.
just use the players' names and whatever model and cart they used for the race, and just throw that in there, and they race as bots.
Is it like grabbing? It's not grabbing their times then or anything.
No,
It's
No,
just
no.
using-
Like I think it's just AIs that with other players' names that are
Okay.
not getting anything for those other players.
There's like
Yeah.
drivatars in Forza.
Yeah,
where
kind
like,
of.
The thing with drivatars was like it was supposed to drive like you did, so everybody's drivatar would just smash into somebody immediately because that's how you play Forza. Is I'm taking these
That's right.
motherfuckers
Handle
down.
motherfuckers.
I
That
don't
was
think,
okay.
I don't think it's like drivatars. Is it? I installed it and played exactly one race and was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I played
Multiplayer
probably
soon.
4 cups.
Yeah. I don't know. I have Mario Kart 8 on the Switch and I never ever play it.
It's fair.
I could go play that if I wanted to play Mario Kart.
Yeah, you got the full experience right there for $80.
Yeah,
the best
which I've
Mario
already paid.
Yeah.
What are you paying for in Mario Kart? What are they?
So you can get a gold pass every month. You can pay $6.50 Canadian.
Wow, to race at 150cc?
No, 200 cc, which adds no benefit.
No, yeah, you just race faster.
Yeah, just race faster.
You can just
It's
do
the same
more.
amount
Really
of
makes it
points
harder.
as
You-
150.
You can just
Yeah,
do more
makes it
races in a
harder.
day.
Yep. But
Like, probably
200
one.
super glitchy, and you get more rewards. Twice the rewards, pretty much.
You get twice the
Spend
rewards, man.
$6.50.
Well, that's
Woo-wee.
better. You're increasing your CCs by 33%,
Yeah.
but you're increasing your rewards by double.
And you get like more
Exactly.
character unlocks and stuff, right? Carts and stuff if
Get
you
a
have that
couple
gold
freebies.
pass. Yeah.
Every 2 weeks, some free shit.
Seems
All
worth
right.
it. So do you unlock racers and everything too? You get free currency, you unlock racers.
Yep.
You
Free racers, the lesser currency, racers, carts, parasales,
There
all
was-
that free stuff.
There was a neat system. I don't know how much it how it works, how it affects you, but there's definitely something where it's like you're collecting all these carts and all these racers and all these gliders, and then based on the track, some of those will have higher. Like it'll be like this person's way better at this track.
Oh,
I don't know how that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
But it'll like,
Luigi's better on the Luigi track
right,
or whatever.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Or use the flower glider on the Peaches track or whatever.
weird.
So yeah.
Yep, more points for if you have the higher
Is that
tier
what it
stuff.
is? It was
And
points?
the characters will get up to 3 items instead of 2 or 1.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, like item boxes? Like,
yeah, so you hold on to 3 at once.
that is
That's
OP. I would
that's
pay
the most.
$6.50 for that
Yeah.
if I was
If you
playing
got
this
the good shit.
game.
Right.
Yes.
Which you could
I think this
for
is
free.
This is the first time in
Or-
Mario Kart history you can have 3 items.
Three's a lot.
Yeah,
3
if you
is
had 2 before.
2 is a lot.
Double dash, yo.
2 is a lot.
The best Mario Kart.
The new one you can have 2, can't you?
New one you can have to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
that
You have like an item in reserve.
I
So-
really like Double Dash too.
What's your racer? Who you rolling?
Everybody, you can't
Oh,
you can't pick
You can't have a main.
a main.
Got to
no.
pick whoever's best for the course.
Do you have a main umbrella parasail thing?
Like Bowser's my most main. I've maxed him out already, and then everything else is like I guess I'll use this for this race since it's
Smart.
better.
He's got the best eyes in Mario Party as well. It's
Yeah,
good thinking.
it's good shit.
Real good thinking.
Bowser's the best.
Just OP. Don't
And you
use
could
Bowser.
also spend
not very good
money
in Smash.
on rubies.
Ooh.
For $99.99 Canadian.
What a
You could get 135 rubies,
That's the best value.
and then it's just loot boxes. For 5 rubies, get you 1 pull on the pipe.
surprise
Ooh.
mechanic. Did you say 1 pull on the pipe?
1 pull on the pipe.
That could mean so many. The crack pipe.
That's what they.
the one
That's
you're
what they
thinking
call
of.
it.
That could be a lot of things.
Yep. It's 1 pull on the pipe. Maybe that pipe's gold. Maybe it's just green, and you're a little sad.
Is gold the best
I don't
pipe?
want to pull the
Gold's the best
green
pipe. That's how you get that high end shit, yo.
wanna get
Limited
the
time
high-end shit.
offer.
You're
It's great.
slowly signing me up for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that Star Wars is dead and nobody's playing it, jump on Mario Kart.
Just Mark isn't playing. Is Mark still playing?
I haven't talked to him since, but I thought the world was quitting Star Wars.
Yeah, it's fucking Mario Kart.
They're
here.
trying to rope everyone back in with
totally
a,
on Star Wars.
a brand new General Skywalker character. It is the most legendary of legendary characters that they've released so far.
Dear me.
It is a 4-tier event.
Bryce just got the vapors there for a second.
Tell me about these microtransactions.
You need 15 different characters who are all extremely hard to get, all leveled up to the absolute max in order to even compete in the event. Even to start doing it, you have to...
This doesn't sound like something
Max
that
out
would reel
15.
people back in.
Oh, no. No, this is a way to get the whaliest of the whales to go even more whale.
Fair.
The whaliest. Maybe
His
it's
last name's
like
Willie.
it's the williest of the williest.
This is the chance.
Yeah.
Does it feel like this is Star Trek Galaxy of Heroes?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Galaxy
Sorry.
of Heroes,
Sorry.
yes,
I had
yes.
the card. Lost Star Trek on the brain. Does it feel like this is like one last hurrah, and maybe in a year from now, be like, oh, okay, thanks for playing, everybody.
I mean, I'm still maintaining my original prediction that it will hit its 5-year cycle.
Yeah, and that'll be that.
And then kind of go into like, hey, we're not going to release anything else, but we'll keep the servers up for a bit, kind of thing.
When is 5 years?
This actually coming up this November, I think,
Okay.
is 4 years.
Okay,
So
another year.
yeah,
One more Star Wars movie. That probably times out well.
yeah, exactly. So they'll be big in it still for when episode 9 comes out in December, and then they'll have a year to milk that, and
December, you guys.
then who knows what'll happen. But I predict that it will.
I can't wait for
It
how
will die.
mad people will be about Star Wars 9.
Me too. It's
You
my
thought-
favorite. It could be the worst movie in the world, and I'd still go up to people who didn't like it and be like, "It's a fucking good movie."
Great movie.
Do that. It's gonna be good.
I like that
Oh
part.
no, I'm with you.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be
Yeah.
awesome too. But
Yeah.
like Brando, it can be the shittiest garbage fire, and I'm still totally like, I really like that part where they like
Had
fucking
lightsabers.
where that part where they brought Luke back to life. That's fucking
It's
dope.
fucking dope.
I can't wait for that part. That's gonna be my
All
favorite
them
part.
Luke clones, real good, man.
I'm picturing every character that's ever been in a Star Wars film all coming alive for one fight at the end.
yeah, it's gonna be just us like like shrugging
Star
our shoulders
Wars assemble.
at the end, and be like, "Who's Jar Jar this whole fucking time?" Huh,
There you go.
the people were wow, the greatest con in movie history finally paid off.
My money. That is the part that brings me back to Star Wars because I've been going through the motions, but I haven't.
I've been playing their game for the last 4 years, spending all this money on it.
I haven't been really playing it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, dog.
Yeah.
You gonna play that new one that comes out?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna fucking play the shit out
Play
of
the
the game.
fucking shit. I'm gonna play it too.
That's
Do you-
gonna be our game of the year.
Do you
Oh,
even know what?
easy.
Do you even know what game he's talking about?
Yeah, Force Unleashed.
Yep,
Yep,
that's right.
That's one. For-
Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
Jedi
Pretty close.
Knight
Alright,
Academy.
pretty close.
That just came to Switch.
The Force Jedi.
Yes,
That's right.
Jedi the
Yeah.
Force.
You're actually getting closer. Jedi is the title.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes,
That's
there
right.
you go. He did it.
Only took me
Well
about
done, well
15.
done.
It was like one of those
Jedi.
one of those old game shows. Almost mix around. I hope Order's really good. I saw
too.
a thing today that in Jedi Academy, which you just brought up, which was one of the first multiplayer games I played.
Work of art.
Interestingly enough, heard an email on a different podcast I listened to about stuff that I've talked about on this podcast a bunch of times. Where in the original Jedi Academy, there was no way to do like one-on-one. People got serious about it, just like Smash. We did like one-on-one
You
Smash,
fucking
no
give-
items.
Make a circle for these folks.
Yeah, exactly. Made a circle, and they were describing a story about how you had to fight every like guild member all the way down. And if you beat half of them, you got into the guild. And I totally did that. I was totally in the line of people where like I was guild member number 2, where like you had to fight me number 2, and if you could beat me, you fought number 3.
Yeah.
But I'm just getting like wrapped up in memory lane. I used orange lightsabers in Jedi Academy. I 2 orange lightsabers, which felt pretty unique because everybody was like the colors from the movie,
Yeah.
or like a red and a green.
I was yellow and orange. Like
Yeah.
one yellow, one orange.
Hell
I'm
yeah!
a big fan of yellow lightsaber. Yeah, respect.
The don't pre-order games. The pre-order bonus for Fallen Jedi Order is an orange lightsaber color.
Oh
Don't
shit!
pre-order that game.
Where do I go to pre-order this?
Don't pre-order games.
Will I ever be able to get an orange one?
They
if
make
I
it
don't
seem like you
pre-order?
won't.
Wow.
In a way that I was
Probably
like,
not. Probably
sold.
there was a real like moment where I'm like, but I use orange lightsabers.
Yeah, that's me.
That's my color. What do you mean? Don't pre-order games.
Yeah, unless it's like an orange
Orange
lightsaber. It's the only color you
It's
want.
tough because
the Magneto hilt as well. It's pretty
Oh.
fucking dope, buddy.
I don't like doing physical pre-orders, but I also don't like buying digital games. So
Oh boy, you're really.
I know, but an orange lightsaber,
Yeah.
especially if it's not a more expensive pre-order, because I know I'm going to get
Yeah,
the
it's
game.
just a pre-order.
This is a 100%. I'm going to buy the game. So
Yeah, there is that realm of game that I'm okay with pre-ordering because it's like I'll play this even if the reviews are bad before I buy
Yeah.
it. I'll be like, I got to know this one for sure.
I lie to myself similarly, and I'm like, well, I need to tell people on the pod. How are people going to know if I don't buy it and find out it's bad? So I might as well just get these 50 gold bars with Red Dead 2 on PC. I'll just pre-order, I guess. I
Hell
don't
yes.
know. Yeah, don't pre-order games. All that said,
As a general rule.
yes. I'm so fucking excited for Star Wars. It is Star
too.
Wars season. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Games, movies.
Like there's no
We're-
like,
we're
'cause
on-
there's no Marvel stuff in the way.
Nope.
It's in
What
like
are you
a
talking
Marvel,
about?
this
Well-
Marvel break.
the Marvel TV stuff is coming out
That's a good point.
soon.
That's a
Right.
good point. Forgot
Oh,
about
yeah.
TV stuff.
That's
November
coming out
23rd?
in.
And I forgot
Is
about
it-
the Star
I thought it
Wars
was
TV
earlier
stuff.
than the 23rd.
I thought it was that's the launch of Disney.
Disney Plus.
Is
Yeah.
it the 23rd?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Somewhere
earlier.
around there.
November?
I know it's
Yeah.
November,
Yeah.
but
I'm
yeah.
not actually sure what the date is.
I don't know either. I thought it was.
I thought it was
the-
earlier
I
in
thought it was
November.
the 6th for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
I
more
also
with
thought
Kev.
it was-
Unless
I'm
you're,
not
unless you're
reliable
confident.
source.
I am
Okay.
also with Kevin Brando and
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
feel like it's
early November. You watch that Picard trailer? Any interest in Picard?
No, I'm still working my way through the first season of Star Trek.
Like not TNG, like Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
the second season of the original Star Trek.
Yeah.
that's a tough.
You should maybe just
tough
jump
get
to
through.
TNG.
Oh, you see, I'm getting there.
Okay, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You got a lot of Star Trek ahead of you, though.
I heard
like
that
thousands of hours of Star Trek ahead of you if
But
you're gonna watch it all.
I heard that the first one is the only one that like everyone on the internet is like that's the only one that's like a real tough watch. They say
The
even
first
the first three
Star Trek,
seasons,
yes,
yeah,
I
with
agree.
Shatner. They say as soon as even the next oldest one
Yeah.
is miles ahead.
Isn't the next old one is TNG?
Yeah,
There you go.
First season TNG also like first season is
first 2 seasons.
yeah. Basically Picard.
Thousands of hours, eh?
Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe 1,000 hours. There's been a lot of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot of Star Trek.
They are very consistent at hitting 24 episodes a season,
Mm-hmm.
at least in the later shows. And there are 5 seasons in the 4 other ones. So TNG had 7 seasons, Voyager had 7, DS9 had 7, and Enterprise had 5. So
That is a lot.
I guess that's probably not thousands
yeah,
though.
but that is a lot.
4 to 500 ish.
I'll get there. It's not something that I'm trying. Like I'm not trying to catch up for Picard.
Yeah. Well,
I
I mean,
will watch Picard when I.
you'll do
get
Picard
there.
second, but like TNG will be. That would be maybe. I would assume nothing from the other series would be tied in, but as I say
I'm
that,
gonna wa-
I don't know.
actually, it probably
would be.
will
Whenever
be.
I go on one of these crusades, I always watch it in broadcast order, in release order. So,
Okay, here exactly how long would a complete Star Trek franchise marathon take? 23 days straight. So 556 hours to watch all of the television episodes and movies of the entire Star Trek franchise as of 2018.
that's not bad.
There you
When
go.
you put it in that number, it sounds more.
556.
Yeah.
slash played 23 days.
That's right.
That's what pops back up at you.
23 days is easy.
You hit 60 twice. That's it.
Yeah. Granted, I only watch like one episode a week, but
Yeah.
It's probably all about you, Stock. That Picard trailer got me fired up in a way that, like, I always don't think I care about Star Trek, and then that trailer, fucking.
I saw
calls his dog
the
number one.
original trailer where the last scene was like that teaser of 7 of 9 coming back.
Yeah, she had the fucking.
Yeah. I have not seen the most recent trailer.
Some good shit.
Yeah.
You probably don't need to watch it. You're gonna watch the show anyways, and there's some.
I don't know where I'm going to see the show.
We'll hook you up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll find a way.
I'm just crushing like every streaming service I have right now. Like going from one to the other. I'm watching Westworld.
Gonna
And then
get it out of the way.
I'm trying to get everything out of the way. And there's so much because I'll like be like watching Westworld, but then on my way to scroll over to Westworld, I'll be like, oh yeah, there's like 3 other. I was gonna watch Barry too, wasn't I?
Oh yeah,
fuck.
Barry's a gooder. Buddy. Anyways,
Yeah,
long story
yeah.
short, fucking Picard, you guys.
Walking Dead season started up again.
I thought
Really?
that show. Oh no, the comics are done.
Yeah.
They're still
The show
making
will
the
never
show,
end.
huh? Yeah, apparently.
No. Did you hear how he ended it?
The comics.
Like not any sort of like actual plot way. Like,
I hope
'cause
everyone just died.
I have no idea how that happened, but
Yeah.
Old age.
apparently he dropped the comic and it just said last episode on it. He didn't, or last season or whatever episode done. Mm-hmm. He didn't tell anyone that it was going to be over.
Oh, it just happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
Interesting.
Yeah,
just said on the cover of the last book. This is the last book.
Last issue.
Without knowing, that feels very on brand for Walking Dead. Without knowing how it ends, that feels very on brand for Walking Dead.
There's no cure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just ends one day. So it turns out the zombies win in the end.
Last guy you care about dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck.
Sad.
I don't want to watch that show anymore.
Coral.
If the last person I care about dies.
What have you been playing, Brando? Right, are you done? Anything else? Fall
TV is
great.
we're in
like
the TV
TV?
section.
We're talking. We didn't even mention any of these shows.
These great shows coming back, comedies. The Good Place, South Park, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm sure we'll talk about South Park after the break as well, but...
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
During our weekly South Park section.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's coming up with South?
There's a tie-in for one of our news articles.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
A very,
Is
very
it the can
awesome,
of worms?
Yes, it is the can of worms.
Wait, they're already making an episode about that?
They already have
2 episodes about it.
They
Did it before
they started the
Blizzard
controversy.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to wrap my head around this because this happened literally days ago in real time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
South
this
Park.
is
They
like
got
They've
Single-digit
already
days,
commented on
under
it.
5 days.
Oh, they're way ahead of it.
They probably.
Wow.
I can guarantee they scrapped their episode that they were working on as soon as that happened and started over.
Yeah.
They've been going after China forever.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? I don't even know what
6
it was
Minutes
from.
to Air?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they just go through
6 Days to Air.
how they make every episode and just the fucking breakneck. Everybody's just screaming at each other, working all the time. Wait, it's gotta get to air. They literally turn around an episode every 7 days, which is fucking crazy.
Yup.
Crazy. In your head, in my head, I'm like, oh, well, they probably get them all going and everything's probably mostly done when the first episode aired. Nope. They do an episode, it goes to air, they start the next episode, have 7 days to get it done.
Well, because every episode, at least in these seasons, and I don't know how long they've been doing it because, I mean, they've been going on for a lot of seasons. What is this, 20 something? 24?
Somewhere around there.
Jesus.
But,
Quiet 24.
Every episode is like a commentary on current events. So
Yeah. Has been for a lot of seasons, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It's good shit.
Good for them.
They're hilarious.
It's amazing that they can keep that up without just
And they do
killing
a lot
each
of
other.
other. I mean, granted, the two guys with Trey and
Matt.
Matt, they've probably moved a lot of the responsibility of this stuff onto other people, but they also do a fucking lot of other shit that isn't South Park.
Yep.
You watch that documentary. It is quite literally
it's-
both of them. One is doing voices while one is finishing the script.
Yeah.
It seems like they are in the trenches in a way that
It's good.
it seems crazy. Like you say, with the amount of money that show has made, surely they could just hire people
walk away.
to
But
be
I mean, if you think about it, it's 24 weeks or 25 weeks or however many episodes they have, half a year, and then half a year of absolutely breakneck crazy amount of work, and then you can relax.
And go sit in the pool.
Maybe.
Make some
I would.
all-star musicals.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Make a video game.
I would be so stressed in that environment. I can't even. I wouldn't be able to exist in that. I don't think.
Crazy.
I'd be that guy who fucking explodes once a week. You're like, oh, he's just let him yell for 45. He'll be okay.
Screaming in a room.
He's just got to get it out. He'll
It's
be
part
okay.
of the process. It's going to be great. Whatever comes out of that room.
No. Creative justice are fluent in there.
Yeah.
Brandon, what you been up to?
I haven't been up to a whole lot. I jumped into Destiny.
Oh yes,
I did not pay. I did not pay for the thing yet.
Shadow Keep.
Shadowkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Have to kind of feel the room on where everyone else is at. I feel like I almost got one guy in. If I can get one guy in, I don't feel like I can get two guys in.
Now that you can play your character on PC and Xbox, we can maybe talk me into it.
But I did poke around a lot with the update that came with Shadowkeep. I didn't get all the campaign stuff. And that game's very different now.
Oh, yeah.
There's a battle pass in Destiny, which is new. There are seasons in Destiny, which is not super new. It is new-ish.
This is the first season, I think.
No, it said it was season 8 or 9.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it said it was season 8 or 9. I don't know.
Like the Vex offensive or whatever, that thing that levels up your Gate Lord. I also jumped back in for a few hours and tried to wrap my head around all these systems.
Yeah, you can see in the top corner it says season 8 or season 9, one of the two. I can't remember. But anyway, you can. So now if you start a new game, or create a new character.
Mm-hmm.
It automatically starts at light level 750.
That's right.
Which
Also,
is
it's free.
Also,
Free to play.
yeah,
Except for
base
Forsaken.
Destiny and all the way
and
up to
Shadowkeep.
Forsaken is
Yeah.
free. So
Even the stuff between Forsaken and Shadowkeep.
Was there stuff? I was-
Warmind and... There were like the little expansions.
So Warmind and Osiris were before Forsaken.
Oh, were they?
I don't
Were
know if
there
there was
little ones
anything.
between?
I don't think there was, but I
okay.
can't remember. Anyway, the point is you can get the first 2 DLCs and the base game for free now, which is good.
That's pretty sweet.
You start at light level 750, which is literally close to twice as high as my light level was when I last stopped playing Destiny.
I think the cap was like 360 maybe when
Yeah,
it launched or
I
something like
think
that.
I was-
350
And I think
even?
I was pushing. I might have been pushing 5 actually. I was maybe like 450, closing in on 5 before the last time I stopped. So not quite twice, but a lot higher. They put you, if you start a new character, they give you the opening mission of Destiny 1.
Remade in PC also, which
Yes.
is really weird.
Yeah. Which is kind of the origin story of a Guardian, which is what you are. And then you go straight to the hub after you play that first level, which was weird. You go to the hub, and then you can basically launch into any campaign that you own in any order. And I want to say they scale up.
Yes,
To
you can play anything at any level now.
Right.
With I think people also at any. I think the world is supposed to scale to everybody, much
Right.
like World of Warcraft does.
So that's kind of what I've been doing. Is I actually went back, I jumped in on the PlayStation because I had the PlayStation version that I had never opened because it was free, and jumped in there. Kind of went in pretending that I had never picked up Destiny to see what it was like, and it was crazy how. It was just like, you go do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Here's the first level of Destiny 1. Now you kind of know the backstory, and now go do whatever the fuck you want.
50 free hours of content if
Yep.
you want.
Play the first play any of the 4 campaigns that you would own that come with Destiny.
Play the new multiplayer mode that they introduced if you
Gambit,
want. Yep.
Crucible, all that stuff. You can jump in right now.
It's all free, which is
It's all free. And you're leveled appropriately for all of it.
interesting. Now
Yes.
that Bungie has... So this is the first expansion of Bungie being free from Activision Blizzard, I think
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Really fascinating.
Which, when I was looking at it all, part of me was just like, I feel like I kind of want them, and this I don't think this is what they'll do. I kind of want them to do this Shadowkeep thing, kind of show what they're doing, and then I want them to launch a new Destiny
Clean break, yeah.
on the new platform.
Call it Destiny.
And call it Destiny and just start doing exactly what you're doing now, where it's seasonal, you're bolting on the pieces of content.
Also to be
I just
cross-platform.
need cross-platform.
Yeah.
I just need a kind of a clean break because my inventory is full of stuff that I don't know how to use, and I'm like, I fell too far behind. But Destiny really seems cool right now.
Yeah.
And I want to get back in.
I was very much the same way, where it's just like all these systems I totally don't get, but it plays real good on PC. And they open up the cross saves, so that's the same. Theoretically, I can play my my Titan or whatever on PC when the fellers aren't on, and then when it comes time to group up or raid or whatever, I can just pop that dude on PC on Xbox, and away I go.
I think you can only flip them once.
The way so you can only choose which are your cross-platform saves once every 90 days.
Oh, but you
on
can
a character
flip back and
basis.
forth?
But the way I have to verify the way
You should verify that.
because I did a lot of reading of it too, because I was like, well, if I can just import it, I don't want to use my one thing. The way it sounds is that any progress you make, if I get I can just load up Destiny and check because my guy's like 756 or whatever.
Right.
So if that's in parity on the PC or on the Xbox, it'd be cool.
It'll be cool.
The next, like what you
It
just
should be
described,
crossplay.
is exactly what it will be.
Right,
Like it will be crossplay eventually.
Yes.
Sony, we had a story last week where Sony's opened that up to all developers now. They were kind of the last holdout. So probably everything going forward. Not everything, obviously, but a lot of crossplay will become very popular, I think, going forward. Very common.
I'm excited.
Yeah, if it came to Destiny, I really like it. Runs so fucking good on PC and just is so gorgeous.
Even playing through that first level on console on my old Xbox, playing through that first level of Destiny 1 and just shooting everything, I'm like, fuck, this feels good.
Yeah, it's a fun
Destiny's
game.
fucking awesome.
I forgot I had a Captain America shield as a Titan. It bounces around and it's very cool.
You start with, now, if you start a new character, you start with all the trees unlocked.
Oh,
so
thank God.
you don't
I
have to
go
do
grind the
you
fucking...
don't have to go grind everything to get it. So it is cool because you basically off the start you'll pick Titan, Warlock, or Hunter, one of your 3 classes, and then each one has all unlocked off the start now 3 kind of elemental subclasses that you can be, and then within each of those there's like 3 almost loadouts that you can pick from.
Yeah.
That alter those. So
And then the expansion, I think, adds new ability or something to
it might, yeah.
one of those as well. I'm not sure. I think
Forsaken
it might.
had an ability
Yeah.
that was tied to one of the loadouts.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
It's free. Also, anyone can just go download it and play like I don't
A
know,
lot of
150
Destiny.
hours of content
Yeah.
or some nonsense for free, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Like 3 raids, I think, are in there, and yeah, maybe 2, might be 2.
Nifty.
Because I know Callus, they did like half raids coming out of Callus.
Oh, shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Callus
like,
was so long, dude.
oh, Callus was good.
Dude, like, there's no place for an 8-hour raid in modern video gaming.
I mean, if we were any good, it wouldn't be an 8-hour raid. But
Yeah, we were doing it early. First time through, you
Yeah.
always expect to take about that long. When you're like organically trying to figure it out,
right.
you expect to take.
I don't even think we beat it that time.
The this world first raid, they have that really big dumb championship belt, which I love that they give to the world first team. They have a
Nice.
literal championship. This one was done in a day, whereas I remember some of the earlier raids were like, didn't they have to like fix a puzzle halfway through one of the raids because the people couldn't even get the raid open or something? I remember taking like a really long time of like, oh, we're on day 5 or whatever, and still waiting for the first
Because something wasn't working
boss
right
raid,
or,
or it was just really hard.
well,
but
and
they
there's always
blew
the
through that
people who
first
try and like 2-man it right off the start.
one. Oh yeah.
And then they eventually started like putting out how many people you literally needed, skill not included, to beat the raid. How many, like,
Couldn't even get in with less
exactly,
than
because you
5
needed to be
or
able to
whatever.
stand on 3 platforms or something. It's neat. That was kind of it. Yeah, I like I said, I've been watching a lot of TV. I assume that'll be the same for the next couple weeks.
Races on. We're going to be talking about a lot of TV on this podcast for the next little bit.
I was looking ahead, and it was the weekend that Call of Duty and The Outer Worlds comes out the same day. It's kind of the next thing on my radar. So
yeah, October
until
25th.
then, yeah, until then, fucking TV.
We might be absolved from Call. I might be absolved from Call of Duty. We'll see. We'll talk in the news.
Absolved.
It's a Activision Blizzard product.
Oh.
More in news. Anybody play anything else? First half of the show. I finished the MC5. The ending's it just ends. It just fucking ends. It seems like the real final boss fight will be DLC because it's 2 big dudes squaring up. And you're like, oh, fine, here we go. And then the credits roll. You're like, oh, okay.
No.
Maybe in the DLC, probably in the DLC, I guess.
I thought 5 was happening before the rest of the games.
No, it's no, it's a sequel.
Okay.
It's after the fact.
All right.
Characters who got married in 4 still have their. You never
Ooh.
see his wife, but she talks on the phone, and he's got his arm gets stolen. It's very anime.
Continuity,
It's
Tapman.
very the sword Yamato separates, and the rebellion brings together. So Yamato is cutting portals into V and Urgil to separate and bring him Virgil to
I don't know if
fusion
this is ad
dance.
lib or actually happening in.
So it's make perfect
This is all
sense to me,
real.
too.
This is
Yeah,
all real.
absolutely.
Also, lady doesn't have any nipples, and you're like, why do
Oh.
they? Why do they show the breast if there's no nipple? That's
See,
really strange.
I do remember seeing that scene.
Yeah.
And I just thought she was covered in milk.
Yeah, maybe. But then they show there are other characters who they show the breasts, and then they have to cover where the nipple is, and you're like, well, that character clearly has nipples because they're covering where
Or is not covered in milk.
or is not covered in milk. But yeah, it was I don't know, it was very strange.
Milk is a perfectly suitable form of clothing.
true.
But it doesn't make any sense because she's not. She stands up, and you're like, what? She should wear the. There are no nipples here.
Or your nipples, lady.
Also, maybe she's a demon. I don't really. Do you know about Lady?
Demons don't have
She has a
nipples.
red eye
yeah.
and a green eye, and she killed her mother. But Trish is a demon, and they imply that Trish has nipples because they cover.
So here's what I'm going to tell you, Matt. I fell off the story on DMC5.
What?
I didn't finish it. I liked what I played. I just got to the point where I was like, I just don't want to play this anymore. I have games that I've already beat this year that I kind of want to play more than this. For the part that I did play, I had no idea what was happening. Almost the entire time.
By having only played 4,
Yeah.
by the end of the game, I sort of knew what was
Okay.
happening.
Because I think that was me too. I've only played 4.
Yeah.
Or, no, I've only played DMC. Is that 4?
No, 4. Devil May Cry 4.
Sorry, I've only played DMC.
Yeah, that's totally standalone.
Okay.
That doesn't
So,
count
yeah,
at all.
I had no fucking clue who any of these people were.
Yeah.
And then, there was a lady who did show
Her name
up.
is Lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she was naked.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice the nipple thing.
It's after she's like passed out for a bit, and then she gets up and is just naked. Is just
Okay. So I didn't get there yet. I think I have rescued her from whatever
she was in a
ball
monster.
of light she came out of.
Yeah.
But she is not. I don't think she's woken up yet. I like whenever the fucking the van crashes into the level.
Happens a lot.
I know.
Happens a lot.
It makes me laugh every time. There's like a random payphone like in hell, and you just go up and you're like, "Hey, I need items," and the van like comes crashing through like a mountain in hell.
But sometimes, like literally, the scene before you're in the van and it's like the roads are exploding, and your anime guy's like, "I gotta go," and he fucking flies out of the window, and the
that's the
van
best part
can't
of the
make
game.
it. And then the scene ends, and you pick up the payphone, and you're like, "I need weapons," and the van's like,
A lot of the weapon or a lot of levels start with
Crashes in.
the belief that this is as far as the van goes.
Surely
Let's
the van
proceed
can't make it
Well,
here.
then proceed on foot because the van, and then 10 minutes into the level, the van's down there.
Finds a way.
Doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
It
It's like
was
when you
okay.
try to shove a warthog into the fucking the little areas in Halo that they didn't belong.
You know, in the very
Throw
beginning,
grenades at the bumper and try and force it through.
Devil May Cry 5, a man gets his arm stolen.
Yeah,
He gets-
in the
it's
garage,
some, yeah,
right?
some dude just shows up and literally rips his arm off
Yeah,
and then fucking disappears.
That was in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The arm is actually a sword that he got in Devil May Cry. The arm is Yamato that he got in Devil May Cry 4, which is the sword that cuts.
But it's not the sword that he uses in his other hand.
Nope. That I don't even know what that sword. Red Queen is just a fucking sword that revs like a motorbike. I don't even.
That's
Someone
pretty
just
cool.
made that.
You
I
have
don't
to
even know.
rev it to charge it up while you're fighting.
It's a weird game. It's a fine game. It's super fun to play in a way that I wish I was better at it.
Yeah, me too.
It just kind of ends though. It's very anime.
Something came out and I played it and then I beat it and then I went back for like a level and I was like, yeah, it's pretty fun. I think I'm done.
Yeah, you're not missing. You're not missing.
It's not. I don't think it's a
much.
game you need to beat. It's a game you need to get for free on Game Pass and play whenever you have nothing better.
Yeah. I think that's all I played. Anyone play anything else here for Salvage Show? We'll go for a quick break.
Bloodstained is coming to Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass.
It's probably on Game
Yeah,
Pass.
that's where I've been playing it.
Yeah, good.
All right, we'll go take a break. See you here on the other side of this musical break. Ooh. Hello, everyone in chat. I haven't pulled up in chat at all. If there's even anybody here, hope you're doing well.
Me too.
I'm gonna pop the chat open real fast, go for a pee, and then it's time to fucking talk politics. Apparently.
Never been a better time to talk politics.
Oh, hey, Hermanati reused this sub. Says I'm eating a quesadilla. Thanks, Herm. 13 months with Twitch Prime, brother. Snap-a-doo!
Snapping for her,
Motherfuckers!
Quesadilla.
Quesadoo! Fuck, I go for a quesadilla. I could do a quesadilla right now.
What's your interior of choice for a quesadilla? Or no
obviously
protein.
cheese goes without saying.
Yeah, cheese,
Chicken. I like lettuce. I'm one of those folks who likes a little bit of lettuce. Maybe some maybe
Chicken was the big thing.
a little bit of sour cream, maybe.
I think people are either chicken or steak.
Yeah, I could do beef quesadilla.
Yeah.
I'd never say no to a quesadilla any flavor. Good luck.
Oh,
They say
shit.
only the one true DM Dangles can open it. I couldn't. I thought I was gonna break it.
Oh,
wow!
you did it.
So many dice.
He is the chosen one.
And you can roll in both sides.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck!
Does this come up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It smells like woodworking in here.
God, those are powerful magnets.
Yeah, shit. There you go.
Fuck, Matt. I tell you,
Oh yeah.
Westworld season 1 blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
From a man who when I started the episode where I was like, I don't recall any.
mini holder.
That's another. I guess you could
This-
roll.
this
it
is supposed to
on
come
the other
out.
side of it if you wanted to.
But yeah, there's
That's cool. Or you just put
These
more
are the
dice
same?
down there.
Well, no,
Oh, no.
it's if,
Yeah.
it's if you want
Right.
to have like hidden minis
Yeah.
that you gotta bring with you.
Oh,
fuck yeah.
Tentacles are strong.
They're super strong.
That's very cool.
Oh,
I
it's
believe it is
engraved
black
and everything.
walnut splined with
Black walnut.
maple.
Fuck, those are
Mine is black walnut. You got black walnut.
Double check.
those are fucking on there. Those magnets.
Show the camera.
Woo!
Ooh, can't tell if that looks good.
I don't know if you can see it or not. Get a closer and farther.
Somewhere in there, you should have been able to see it.
One of those shots.
I have something to do. I'm going on one of those stretches for like the next 4 days. I have something to do after work.
Oh yeah.
My fuck am I just bummed out when that happened? I'm like, when the fuck am I just gonna sit and read something or watch something?
Just relax.
Fucking stop. I'm becoming more introverted in my old age.
Yeah, you're old 27.
Yeah. 28, 29.
Oh, 29. Damn. Old man.
But yeah, every time I get invited to like going away parties and stuff now, I'm like, yep, be there. And then
Yeah,
one
just-
day
just
away,
don't
I'm
go.
just like, fuck, I'm not going to that.
There's so many situations where work people invite me to things, and I'm like, sure. Like,
Yeah.
I know I don't have anything going on that day.
Yeah. I have no good reason
And
not
then
to go.
something else will pop up. Like,
Yeah.
recently, one of my buddies had his... one of my work friends, I should say,
Yeah. Right. Keep the line
Not for buddy
separated.
status.
Yeah.
had his birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
So we had D&D on Saturday, and then his birthday party was going to be in the afternoon,
Yeah.
or in the evening, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And then another friend of mine, this one who does get buddy status,
Right.
he texted me like literally the day before, and he's like, "Hey, I'm just having a small little thing for my birthday. Do you want to come out?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Sounds way better than that other thing.
So my plan for that day was going to be D&D in the morning, then going out for a mid-afternoon drink and a game of Dune at the old bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then the plan was to head to my work friend's house,
Right.
and finish the night there.
Right.
But then at the bar with my actual buddy friend,
Yeah.
buddy,
Buddy.
everyone's like, well, let's go back to my place and we'll have a fire and we'll do some stuff. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, man, every time this guy at work invites me to one of these parties, I blow him off every time.
Yeah.
And this time I was like, man, I'm gonna be there, and I just couldn't do it.
Just couldn't do it.
Just couldn't
It's
do it.
fucking tough.
Yeah.
Especially when, like, so I work Saturdays too, which I can do my job hungover pretty well. But there's just something about when they're like, yeah, we're going to White Ave. We're going to go there around 9, even if I only stay till 11 or 12. I'm home and lots of time to sleep. And I'll get home at 6:30. No, I have about an hour and a half.
Pants come off.
Pants
It's game
come
over.
off. Yeah, I sit in bed. I'm like, oh, we'll maybe watch an episode of Westworld or something before I shower and head over. And I know 15 minutes after I get in bed, I was like, there's fucking no way. Fucking send a message being like, yeah, you know what? I'm not feeling so good and I got to work tomorrow. So I'm probably just going to fucking mail it in.
Yeah. Same thing kind of happened to me back when we used to live on the north side, because it's just the living so far away factor of it too.
Yep.
Where it's like you get home, you have your shower, you have some food, and then you're thinking to yourself, man, now I got 45 minutes of driving ahead of me.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Fuck
fuck that.
Yeah. Spend half my night just getting away.
That's right.
Fuck that.
Fuck
I
that.
was kind of hoping the podcast would be on Friday.
Then
And I
you would
would
have an
just hit it
excuse
on the
to
way.
blow something
Don't-
off.
Don't look at me.
No, just then I could like just hit it on the way back for like an hour.
No.
Ah.
What
Yeah.
what was on Friday? I missed the beginning of this whole thing. What's on Friday?
There's just a going away party
Oh, yeah.
that I have blown off the last like 3 going away parties,
Tis time.
including our anchor of like 40
Ooh,
goddamn
yeah.
years.
Legend D McSee.
Yeah,
Because you had to come to a podcast.
it's true. I could have gone after. Like I had more than enough time to go after, and I was just like, it's a fucking.
He understands your old podcast today. He knows how it goes. A professional broadcaster.
I feel like that would have been a big bumper of a party too.
I think it was, but it was also like I'm not even going to get within 10 feet of that guy to say a thing. So
Daryl's breaking out Coke.
yeah,
Coke and European models.
yeah. Fuck, if anyone could do it.
Let's talk about some news, gentlemen.
I guess.
All right, let's buckle up for.
Where do we start?
Buckle up,
Well,
buckaroo.
we're gonna discuss this this Blizzard China thing. We'll do that at the end
Okay.
because it is a real showstopper, as they say.
But then there's this Riot China thing.
That's
if
all part of it.
leads,
That's
it
all
bleeds,
part of it.
right? If it bleeds, it leads.
If it bleeds, it leads.
That's right. That's what we say in
That
the
is
business.
what we say. Well, the PlayStation
Doom
5
Eternal.
got announced.
Oh, actually, yeah, those things do have a lot of blood in them.
That
so.
bleeds. 2020. You ready for the name?
Yeah.
We've had the PlayStation. We've had the PlayStation 2. We've had the PlayStation Portable. We've had the PlayStation 3. We've had the PlayStation 4. We've had the PlayStation Vita. Buckle up for
Nope.
the PlayStation 5.
Well, that's fine.
There,
I'm
I
on
like
board.
the. There was a tweet from the account PlayStation Espanol,
PlayStation
and all it
Cinco.
just said was PlayStation Cinco.
I saw that
I was like,
today.
good. The people in Spain will be hyped. Woo!
That's the one I want to get. I want to get a PlayStation Cinco.
Yeah. And then
so-
just switch the language to English.
yeah, no
But
problem.
know that it's a Spanish PlayStation.
Says it probably says it on the on the side. So some of this was already known. It'll have a solid state drive, which they said is very fast. They've shown some load time tests and things. Games will still be released on 100 gig Blu-rays, which they are right now, dual layers. It'll read physical media, means it has a disc drive, which was a little bit of a question mark going into it.
As well as should.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStations are kind of always my Blu-ray player.
Especially if it's going to be fully backwards compatible, like the rumor has been, which is not confirmed or not here. Games will still need to be installed, just like they are now, but it should be a lot faster. And they're claiming you'll have more granular control of, like, I want to play the single player, install that first, which they said for this generation, and it never happened, so who fucking knows?
It's all potential bullshit.
That's right. Revised user interface will show more information about what can be done in the game, including the availability of multiplayer matches, which is kind of interesting. That makes it sound like when you mouse over, kind of in your user interface, you kind of go to whatever. Last of Us 2. Well, that's a bad the multiplayer. Call of Duty. Without even opening the game, it makes it sound like it'll say like, oh, there are 10,000 people playing right now, and whatever. So you have kind of a just at a glance, I guess, how populated a game might be, which is interesting of them to surface in a way.
I was hearing on another podcast that this kind of stuff would interface in such a way that you could launch into multiplayer lobbies from your dashboard instead of going through a Call of Duty press start screen and then into a multiplayer screen.
And then into a team deathmatch. You just from the crossbar, be like, I want to play a deathmatch game of Call of Duty.
Boom.
That sounds pretty. If it works like that, that sounds kind of dope. The controller is quite different. We'll still include a speaker, but we'll have adaptive triggers that can offer varying levels of resistance to make shooting, make shooting a bow and arrow feel like the real thing. So it sounds like the like the PlayStation, or sorry, the Xbox One. What is the fancy controller called?
Elite.
Is it just called the Elite controller?
Elite.
The Elite controller?
Sure.
Is that the right
That
name?
one?
Because there was an Xbox 360 Elite. Whatever the real fancy controller, you can replace the sticks. And,
Oh, the Elite.
I think it's called the Elite.
Okay.
Because I think we're having the Elite 2 or something. But it sounds like that, where you can adjust the tension, the throw of the triggers.
Yeah. So I don't want to adjust it. I mean, cool that you can.
It'll
I
do
want
it
the
automatically.
I want the game to adjust it.
So it'll be like if you're playing a driving game and you hit a patch of ice,
Yeah.
your gas, just like your pedal in real life, would whoosh, go to the floor. Your
Just
trigger
take all the
should
force
whoosh.
out of it. Yeah, that's good. I love that shit.
And there have been kind of hands-on reports from Wired who said like, yeah, that's there. One of the examples I have here is improved haptics rumble. On ice, quote, a high-frequency response made the thumbsticks. Oh, the thumbsticks. Really feel like my character was gliding, jumping into a pool. I got a sense of resistance of water on a wooden bridge, a bouncy sensation. So it seems like they are dynamically adjusting the resistance of the triggers and the thumbsticks, which seems pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Could do
That's
some,
probably one of those things that you don't really notice, but it just makes the whole thing feel better.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You could do some really cool stuff with it.
I feel like that would break probably very quickly.
Could be.
On any of these controllers.
Could be.
Maybe.
With the amount of smashing.
Yeah. And the general quality of controllers this generation is fucking garbage. I've gone through every single one of my Xbox One controllers I had from launch, to be fair, which is a long time. None of them work. None of them work. Thumbsticks are broken on both. Triggers are broken on one. One of them, the thumbstick, like literally, the right thumbstick literally just broke off.
Is it oozing?
It's not oozing yet, but when it starts, I'll
Well,
probably
when it
throw it out
starts
when
to
they start to ooze.
Usually they always start oozing from the sticks first.
And then that's really gross. And then my PlayStation controllers work fine, but hold the charge for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Like the battery is totally fried on them.
That's so I got 2 regular Xbox controllers with my Xbox, and then I bought one fancy one with camo for some reason.
Which is probably just a regular with the
I
camo
think-
shell.
Yeah, it wasn't a third party or anything.
Yeah.
It was, and the camo one still works flawlessly to this day. And everything else is broken.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of those controllers are not made to last very long, and that really blows because they're almost $100 each.
Watch for the seepage.
You watch for the leakage. That's right. And they'll be charged with USB-C, so no more mini USB.
Sweet.
We are.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I mean, the USB-C's been the standard for a while, but they're catching up a little bit. You can just plug it in either way. Is the thing with that. There's no right way up. You can't.
Yeah.
You physically
Yeah.
can't put it in the wrong way because it's symmetrical.
It's nice.
And that's
what
all
you
the
want.
deets I got on the PS5 for now. Holiday 2020. Start pinching your pennies.
Yeah, that's going to be expensive. It's going to be $700 Canadian.
That sounds
Is that right?
cheap.
Have they said that? Oh, it could be.
You think that's too low?
That'd
I
be
think that's too
as
low.
much as the PS3. So maybe.
You think 8? I think 8's too much.
I feel eight's
Fuck,
like
8 is
right about,
way too much, you
eight's
guys.
about right.
No, what?
8's too much.
You want a real ballpark? I think it's going to be $350 Canadian. I think it's going to be 300
Jeez.
American, 350 Canadian.
That is a
The base
bargain.
SKU.
For a PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
The base SKU.
I would say 450 Canadian.
That's more
Fuck,
than
I'll get 3.
that's more than the PS4 launch. That
Well, the PS4 was $399 American, wasn't it?
that's definitely that's definitely
Wasn't it
not right.
$399, $499?
I
and
feel
that was
like
the big
I've
deal?
never
No,
got
no,
a
no, no,
console
no.
for less than $500.
You might be thinking of the PS3. Let's see.
Yeah, like day one console. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 500 minimum. If
Yes.
it's less than the fucking Infinity War Gauntlet box set, I'll be happy.
It was $399 American at launch.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wowzers. Say probably $450. Fuck, that's so fucking expensive. God damn it.
It's gonna be much. I think your lifestyle has changed in a way that your brain has just started telling itself things are cheaper than they really are.
In a world where these consoles are, compared to their PC counterparts, less and less and less powerful, should theoretically be getting cheaper, but I guess we'll find out.
No, it's cheaper. Everyone wants it. Day one, baby.
Doom Eternal.
I'm gonna wait at EB Games in line.
I might have to wait at a physical store if
come
I
with
want to
me.
get it day one. Yeah, we'll go at midnight.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal, delayed to March 2020, the same day as the other most visceral game to release in 2020, Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh, fuck.
And it just said,
Those are not the same game.
it just said, like, basically, we need more time. We want to live up to our standards of speed and polish, they say. Which, if you their standards of speed and polish, to me, sounds like they want to get that frame rate up. Sounds like maybe that frame rate is not quite standards of speed. Maybe that frame rate's not quite. We just jack it on.
Maybe
up
they
there a
just
little bit.
need to change it from 150cc to 200cc.
Oh yeah,
Maybe that's what they're planning on
saving
doing.
up
Yes.
to buy that $5 pass.
That's
hopefully.
right.
And then Steam is launching a feature called Remote Play Together. It's going to hit beta in October 21st.
Oh, my birthday.
Happy birthday. This feature from Steam, Kevin, allows you to play local and split-screen game modes from existing games online on the internet with other people.
I know it's not my birthday, but this previous story happens 3 days before I turn 30.
Oh, wow.
I get Doom.
Might as well be. rip and tear.
No.
Young Brando. Old Brando. So that, I don't know, that remote play thing sounds kind of neat.
Nifty.
I myself don't play a lot of split-screen couch co-op, but that could be cool. All right, let's talk about China.
Woo! Yeah.
Here we go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where to start? Where to fucking start?
South Park, head of the game. 2 weeks ago, they put out an episode about China.
Did they?
Yep.
Okay. What? Give me the Coles notes of the episode.
So they're mostly focusing on Randy Marsh and his Tegrity Farms. He's a weed farmer, and
Of course.
he wanted to open up the market in China to
Okay.
sell them weed. So he travels to China, talks to somebody, ends up strangling Winnie the Pooh to death, and gets in
Oh.
favor with China.
Wait, they hate Winnie the Pooh over
They
there.
hate Winnie the Pooh.
Yes,
Don't you dare.
They didn't
You
invent
literally
him, so
can't have the images of Winnie the Pooh are banned by law.
10 Cent don't owe no Winnie the Pooh.
That's for fuck sure.
Yep, yep, yep.
So the situation in China's been real fucked for a good long time.
Why can't you show Winnie the Pooh in China?
Because a lot of people say who's the current leader of
Just-
China? Who's chairman of
You just
China?
poo and laugh.
G.
Yes.
Sure.
XI is his last name. I can never remember what his first name is. G Peng?
Anyways, people started posting memes that he looks like Winnie the Pooh. So
Well, that's adorable.
When I said images of Winnie the Pooh are banned, like by law, banned in China, that's not a joke. They
No,
they
no.
literally,
I
really,
know.
truly
Yeah.
are. It is a very oppressive state.
Right.
And I will just come off the top and say that I don't know the ins and outs of the Hong Kong protests. I don't know the minutia behind all of it. I don't know I really would be hard pressed to tell you why is Hong Kong why are people in Hong Kong protesting?
Do you want to know? Briefly?
Yeah,
It's
totally.
very-
It's probably
very
relevant to the story.
complicated.
Yes.
The Coles notes.
So
The
the,
broad-
the
yes.
Coles notes are China passed a law that the leader of Hong Kong supported that would allow extradition of Hong Kong citizens to mainland China for crimes that were prosecuted in mainland China.
And
So you could do something in Hong Kong that was not illegal in Hong Kong.
such as own an image of Winnie the Pooh. Wear a
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh t-shirt.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's go with this as our crime.
And China could decide, mainland China could decide that that is illegal. They want to extradite you. The leader of Hong Kong said that this is a great idea. We will accept this new law. And then everyone protested.
Meanwhile, the leader of Hong Kong is like throwing all his Winnie the Pooh merch under this fucking bed.
Yeah. So the next step was there was a week or so of protests. Leader of Hong Kong, whose name I forget, she agreed to table the bill, not to kill it, so it could still be returned at any moment.
Right.
Obviously, protesters did not like that. Continued to protest. I don't quite remember what happened next. I don't know if the bill was eventually fully killed or if it was still just tabled.
Bill suspended on the 15th of June. It was declared dead on July the 9th.
Okay, so it was officially killed.
Okay.
But by that point, the protest had already gained so much momentum that it turned into just a general pro-democracy protest. And that's another thing that China doesn't like is democracy.
True.
And that's with glazing over a whole bunch of it. That's kind of where we're at.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a very condensed version of it. So all that is happening right now. China, Hong Kong is it a city state? It is an independent. Let me see here.
Well, Hong Kong was originally a British colony that was returned to China in, I want to say, 99.
Yeah, it was.
And it was recently in
Yeah.
our lifetime.
Yes.
And
97.
97, okay. So it was returned to China, but one of the conditions on its return was that it would maintain its independent state status. So that's where the one country, two states, I think, slogan came from. And
represent themselves at the
So Hong Kong
Olympics.
is a part of China, but is not under its communist government,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
They fly their own flag.
They write their
Yes.
own laws.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can wear Winnie the Pooh shirts, I assume, if you want. So all that's going on.
Awful close to
Has
China.
been going on. And it is kind of on you, the listener, at this point to look into it a little bit if you're interested. Form your own opinion on it.
Or we'll tell you which one now.
Well, it's just there have been just like there's a list of tragedies that I'm not even going to go into of like teenagers being gunned down in the streets, children as young as 12 being beaten and arrested. All that's happening right now in Hong Kong. Keep that in mind. On Tuesday, which would be last week as of the time of this airing, Hearthstone Pro, his name is Blitz Chung. His name is Chung is part of his name. I didn't pull his full name, but his Hearthstone name, Blitz Chung. He wore a Liberate Hong Kong, one of the masks, which is kind of become a symbol of that revolution. The sort of paper mask with, it literally says, like, Liberate Hong Kong on it. He wore it at a post-game interview at the Asia Pacific Hearthstone Grandmasters. It's going on. Big Hearthstone tournament. Wore one of them during the post-game interview. During the interview, the two casters, as soon as he brought up anything about he literally said, like, liberate Hong Kong, revolution of our time, or revolution of our age. The casters immediately kind of were like, woohoo, to duck the questions, immediately cut to commercial. If you watch the feed, it is very quick where they're like, commercial. Clearly uncomfortable talking about it.
Yes.
Blizzard then removed, immediately, Blitz Chung from the Hearthstone Grandmasters tournament, as well as suspending him for a year and pulling prize money that he had already won. They fired the two casters who were involved in that.
Which this sucks for a lot of reasons.
This is a literal.
But one of the first reasons is it didn't seem like they did anything.
Even
deserve getting fired.
It even seems like they knew, and they were like, let's go to commercial.
Like,
But
short of reacting faster, I don't know what.
No.
no, there was nothing they could have done.
Yeah.
They are like literally they're offered up to literally appease China.
Yes, a blood sacrifice.
Yes,
Yes.
totally true. So all that happened. Big controversy. Brian Kibler, the next day. Legendary card game player. Played Magic, plays Hearthstone. Huge name in the trading card game community. He's a caster. He's a pro player. He is like one of the namestays. He announced that he would no longer be involved. He was casting the Hearthstone Grandmasters. He announced that he quits. He will not be involved with Hearthstone, with Blizzard anymore as a result of this. Tens of thousands of people take to the Blizzard subreddit with calls for boycotting Blizzard products, with saying things like, we're closing our accounts. We're not going to play whatever games anymore. The subreddit mysteriously is frozen, is closed. Blizzard and the mods refuse to comment. That brings us to today.
Yes.
Massive calls for hashtag boycott. Boycott Blizzard is currently, I should check right now. As of when I was looking this up this afternoon, was the #1 trending thing on Twitter. I will check right now. It is Thursday, the week before in real time. Twitter is such a fucking tire fire these days.
Well, the
It's even
hilarious
hard to
thing,
find.
so many people were canceling their Blizzard subscriptions and all their accounts and deleting them.
Mm-hmm.
Blizzard, they froze or just disabled all 4 possible authentication methods to delete your accounts.
Oh, really?
That was proven later to not be true.
Oh, well, that was
Every
blown up huge.
Kotaku, Polygon, all the news outlets, as soon as that was going on, because I had that as part of the story initially, it is hard to verify if it was true. The story out of all the reputable news outlets was, we tried it and could do it fine. We didn't have any issues.
Maybe a little
And
too
it
slow.
was, yeah, that's what I was going to say, is I don't think we can say it was not true, but it definitely was working by the time anyone got around to checking it in the media.
Yes, we cannot verify.
Right.
As responsible news reporters, cannot verify that part was true.
That's us.
Try to, honestly, we try to be. Try to be.
Yeah, one of the original designers of World of Warcraft, one of the people who spearheaded the revival of WoW Classic, he put out a big, like 9.9 tweet storm explanation of him deleting his account also,
Wow.
and saying that, yeah, this is unacceptable.
Yesterday, Blizzard employees staged a walkout in protest of this. It is a very big thing right now. It is a call to action. It is a at least for the layman, it is a chance for very minimal effort on yours or my part of, like, I'm just not going to play Blizzard games or buy Blizzard products, to have some impact at least on some really serious world events, horrible atrocities, horrible things that we all say shouldn't exist.
Right.
We all agree that everyone should have freedom of speech and should be allowed to live their lives and avoid persecution.
Winnie the Pooh.
And none of us, myself included, none of us do anything to advocate that. Or if anyone, like, don't let me paint us all with the same brush. I myself I've never gone out and protested. I've never done anything because it's so easy to just forget about here in Canada, honestly. But it is a chance to have a voice and make it heard, and is obviously a very charged thing that people probably will come down on either side of. I don't know.
It's something that, like, Blizzard was put in an impossible situation.
Their situation is they are one of the most profitable video game companies in the world.
Yeah.
Their situation is, we don't want to lose our Chinese money.
Yeah.
So we are literally advocating censorship and saying, don't say or show or speak what you want.
And sure, you can say that this is a more important event, but news stations all over North America tell people to take off their MAGA hats for being put on live TV. Like, this is not something that...
What is a MAGA hat? I don't even know.
Make
what that
America
means.
great again.
The Trump slogan.
Yeah.
Like, this happens a lot. It's
little...
It's totally understandable why Blizzard would not want someone to be making such a political statement on their platform.
But to fire the casters and to strip him of all his prize money that he's already won.
Firing the casters, I agree, was a little out there.
Mean,
Yes. But, I mean, his contract's clearly stated. If you do something to cause Blizzard irreparable or whatever, however they word it, damage in the public opinion, which guaranteed he did, and guaranteed he knew it was going to cause a shitstorm. Guaranteed.
That's why you do it.
That's why you do it. Absolutely.
I mean, maybe you do it because your friends and family who are literally being gunned down in the streets. Maybe you want to raise awareness to that, or
sure.
further that cause.
Sure.
Yeah,
cause,
but
cause a shitstorm and raise awareness.
It's a little bit different than
sides of the exact
Make
same
America
coin.
Great. It is literally a fight against freedom of speech
don't get me
and
wrong,
democracy.
he did it for a noble cause, for sure. But he had to know that that opinion wouldn't be shared by a company who is trying to sell their product in China.
I maybe. I don't know. I don't want to default assume that every company is evil. But
you can say it in a very reductive way like that, but not everyone in China is evil, and not everyone in China supports what's going on, and they deserve to be able to buy Blizzard products if they want to.
I think comparing it to the Make America Great Again hats is super reductive. Is like completely. I literally cannot see the other side of this issue in that
Blizzard is definitely within the right to at least fine Blitzchung here. Maybe
Sure.
not kick him out of the tournament and grab all his prize
Yes,
money back.
there is like reasonable punitive action to take.
They definitely went
This
too
is
far.
not reasonable punitive action.
Yes.
And the fact that they've just not commented on any of it, the fact that their own employees are walking out of their building, like this is pretty far gone down I cannot see the other side of this issue at all.
From a devil's advocate point of view, I can 100% see the side of the issue, and that is that a fuck ton of money is on the other side.
Sure, it's like smoking lobbyists exist for a reason.
Right, exactly.
I will never ever support it.
No, and that's fine.
I cannot see the other side of that. I mean, theoretically, can I? Of course.
Yes.
Somebody wants to make money. Yes,
and that's all I'm
always.
saying. It's like I can see why this with any corporation, it feels like when it comes to Chinese money, because of the sheer insane volume of it and the percentage of it, China gets what they want.
And it's from a point too. It's like it's basic business. Like my company that I work for is nowhere near the amount of size of Blizzard or having contracts as large as what they have with China. But if we have one of our biggest clients who comes in and says, "Hey, I need this thing and I need you to do it for me now," we bend over because we say, "Yeah, we'll do that."
But like, what if one of those companies came in and was like, Kevin is wearing a shirt that is Kevin's wearing a Winnie the Pooh shirt, which is offensive to China. Fire him, or we're not going to do business with you anymore.
Depends on who the client was.
A big Chinese company.
I absolutely believe that if
your company would fire you,
if there was a situation where I did something that offended one of our customers so egregiously that it could not be repaired, then I would absolutely be fired.
Not like you intentionally go. I mean,
the problem is that it's a noble cause.
We'll go around
right? Like this is a noble cause that this guy is doing. So,
but it had to have been intentional. He knew what he was doing.
Of course he did.
Absolutely,
yes,
and good on him because he had to know he was risking fucking everything.
Yes.
For doing this,
and he lost it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're just here saying it's really fucked up that he would lose it.
Long
he
story.
Probably knew he was going to lose it, which is also fucked up.
That's right. Long story short, I came in here talking a big game about Modern Warfare. I am joining the Boycott Blizzard. I feel compelled enough about this cause. I'm not going to delete my account. I'm not quite that crazy. Because honestly, I think Blizzard will backpedal pretty fast after all this response to this.
Sure.
But
it's tough to say though, because I was reading about it today, and the amount of market share that they have to lose in North America off of the controversy is nothing compared to what they would lose in China.
Nothing is anything compared to China.
Yep. No.
That is the thing. So I don't know if you guys have been following the basketball side of this.
I've been following the basketball side.
I think that's the last line of my... Oh, that's part of the Riot story.
Really?
That's part of the Riot. That's the last line of the Riot Chinese story.
Okay, so I'll do the basketball stuff first.
Sure.
For people who don't know.
Because it's through Tencent.
Is the GM of the Houston Rockets came out on Twitter and gave a statement in support of Hong Kong.
And it was a very, very short statement.
Very short.
It was like a 3-word something or other.
Stand with Hong Kong or something like that.
Yeah.
Deleted it quick because I'm sure someone on the NBA side saw it even before they probably got word from China that it was up there. They're like, you fucking take that down. You got to take that down.
Hey, whoa, buddy.
China basketball is fucking humongous in China.
Yeah.
specifically the NBA. I shouldn't say just basketball,
But not
it is
only that,
specifically the
because
NBA.
China's biggest Chinese player export, Yao Ming,
Yeah.
played for the Houston Rockets.
So he doesn't anymore, but a lot of China would have been like Houston would have been the team. There was no better team to cheer for in China than Houston.
Yeah.
It was the Chinese Wayne Gretzky of basketball played for Houston. As they called him. As they called
Chinese
him on
Wayne
the
Gretzky
hardwood.
of basketball.
The Chinese Wayne Gretzky of basketball. Then the NBA players were over there doing part of their, I can't remember what they call it, but it's like a global series China preseason game where they go and play a exhibition game in front of the Chinese. I think there's either one game and 2 teams or 2 games and 4 teams.
I think it was 2 games.
Yeah. And the big building sized fucking like posters advertising this stuff.
Big event.
Yeah. They start tearing down the posters. They threaten to cancel the event.
Yep.
Everyone's losing their mind. And then Adam Silver, who is the commish for the NBA, came out and gave a much better statement than anything Blizzard's put out. But it was very much...
the opinions of our people don't necessarily reflect the opinions of the NBA.
It was a lot of that, but it was also a lot of we are a freedom of speech league. You can say whatever you want, and we support our employees in saying whatever they want. That said, we have a very important relationship with China, and it was very kind of trying to keep both sides,
trying to play both sides
as happy as he could.
Coach hasn't been fired yet, right?
GM hasn't been fired yet, but
there's still talk that he might still get fired.
Oh yeah, because it is one of those things where it's like, if China was just like, not another dime from us, it would fucking rock the NBA's bottom line. Like nothing in the world can rock it like China pulling out, except for the U.S. probably being like, we're not going to have, you can't play basketball here anymore. But it's like,
then they would move to China.
Then they move to China. But it's crazy for me, who always knew that, like, I actually heard more about it because Donald Trump always threatening a trade war with China, and every political pundit who knows anything about trade and everything is like, it would be a laughable affair watching the U.S. try and have a trade war with China, because China can fucking just go. China will sit. Yeah. China will block you out for decades. Well, and they'll be fine.
Everything that everyone in North America wants to buy is made in China.
Yeah, that's why everything says made in China.
Yep.
So I think between that and this whole basketball thing, which I heard about before this stuff happened, was all very like, it's fucking crazy how China has like run the table financially by such a degree that everyone's just like, we can't piss off China. It could be the most noble cause in the world, and we couldn't do it because it would shatter us to lose China.
But I mean, even living in Canada, and this is a different kind of a tangent, but the CEO of Huawei, which is a Chinese telecom firm, she was traveling through Vancouver, which is a city in Canada.
Yep.
She has a warrant for her arrest in America. America asked Canada to hold her for X hours under no charge until America could send an envoy to extradite her. And in retaliation, supposedly in retaliation, China claims they have real reasons, but they've been holding 2 of our citizens for almost a full year in retaliation for, because we still have their executive. There's been ongoing court cases as to whether or not the extradition has been a legal one. So we've been holding her with no charge for over a year.
Everyone's just fucking holding everybody, and no one wants anything to do with it.
It's a huge fuck situation. Everybody on every side is doing things that they shouldn't be doing.
Fucking China.
That Tencent or that basketball story. Turns out Tencent is the company that broadcasts the NBA in China. Tencent owns Riot Games, makers of League of Legends.
They own.
They also own Epic. They own 25% of Epic.
They own a share in Epic, They own a lot of stuff. Some rumors began to spread at the League Championships. So this is all going on. This Blizzard Hong Kong thing happens. This is all very top of mind. The league championships are also happening at the same time. There's a team in the league championships called the Hong Kong Attitude, the HKA. As commentators are just doing commentating, one of them goes to just say the name. They're like, oh, the Hong Kong, and they kind of stutter. They're like, the HKA. Suddenly, the internet is, oh my God, Riot is censoring their commentators. Riot said, you can't say Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Riot put out a statement, which I think is very to the point, and basically said, just settle the fuck down. No, we haven't. Just everybody chill out. This is a very hot issue.
Yep.
The statement is, to make this as explicit as possible, we aren't telling anyone to avoid saying Hong Kong. We would just rather the team be referred to by its full name, which is how they have always done it. There's been some confusion internally about this as well, and we're working to correct it. Well, on a more personal note on this, I think everyone is very sensitive to this issue right now, given the events of last week. We should have better prepped our casters, and we're reiterating this policy to them today. So it sounds like it literally was just caster, which I totally get of like...
A little stutter.
Well,
you just heard 2 commentators get fired for even having this dude, them being like, and like trying to avoid it.
Yep.
Like, and you start saying the words Hong Kong, like I can totally see how like that fucking mental train just goes off the rails. You're like, the HKA. So yeah, Riot says relax. Just everybody, deep breath. It's not quite that bad yet.
Yep.
But that's where we are today.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
It's up to you. If you would like to, this boycott Blizzard thing is happening. I'm getting on board. I talked a big game about Modern Warfare, and it sucks. It is an Activision Blizzard product, but I will.
One of the big reasons why I barely played any Warcraft yesterday, I was actually also considering joining the boycott, but
shrug.
There's so many
shrug head shake.
There's so many evil corporations that do evil things. Amazon is evil. Apple's evil. They're all evil.
It is tough. Part of it is and I mean, I could probably do the Blizzard one.
It's a chance to stand up.
Can I still play Overwatch?
No, you wouldn't be able to play Overwatch.
What if I just didn't give them money?
You wouldn't be able to play Overwatch. That's part of the boycott is not engaging in their products.
But they're not getting any money from it.
But you're still supporting their player base. You're supporting other people who play, who will buy the microtransactions.
You're taking money from them if you're playing. And
that's right.
No, doesn't.
Still got to keep those servers up.
Doesn't count.
Exactly.
Doesn't
You're
count.
net negative.
Yeah.
If everybody stopped paying, but kept playing,
I could keep playing the ones I own and not buy anymore.
You could.
Yeah.
Yep.
Better than doing nothing.
It's up to it is totally better than doing nothing. And it's up to everybody. Like Kev says, there's no end of horrible causes that I personally have done nothing about, but
right. And that's kind of the thing is you kind of pick, we're all kind of picking and choosing.
Yeah.
On stuff we want to put our name on, which is totally great because I'm the same way. I know the bad shit Amazon's up to, and I'm fucking...
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting all sorts of Amazon packages.
Yeah, so am I.
And that's just it, right? It's like nobody has enough time to fight every fight.
No.
But, yeah, if you find one that you want to fight for, more
fight
power
for
to
it.
you.
This is my battle.
Yep.
This right here.
This is your fucking hill.
Yeah. It's it feels...
Bring your cannon.
It feels easy to... it is easy to see the human cost in a way that, like... It's not hard to know, when Modern Warfare comes around, like, I should maybe buy it. It's not hard to remind myself of, like, oh, no, this is why I'm not. Like, here is these horrible, horrible images and the things going on in Hong Kong right now. Mm-hmm. It's very fucked. Mm-hmm. If you yourself are in Hong Kong, stay safe until your internet gets turned off and you can't hear this podcast anymore, which they're expecting it to hit literally any day. It's surprising that the internet hasn't been cut off yet. But
have you guys ever gone to Chinese Google?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
it's fucked.
Hilarious. It is like the most censored. It's just like Google, except the search results return
like 4 things.
It's usually a full page, but it is not what you get here in America or Canada.
No, I specifically did the Tiananmen Square massacre one.
Mm-hmm. No results.
No results.
No results. Tiananmen Square. No results on Chinese Google.
It tells you a lot about Tiananmen Square itself, but nothing happened there.
Yeah, it's just a square.
It's just a nice place.
We should go there.
Yeah.
Sounds beautiful. Visit. Bring your money to spend.
Let's go to this square. Nothing happened there.
Podcast, talkingrocks.com, email address. Let's get out of the politics here. We don't talk about it very much on this show, but every now and again.
It crosses into games sometimes.
That's right.
Yeah, those assholes.
Stay out of games.
Yeah.
This is not a platform for your politics.
So much easier to just not pay attention to when it's not in games.
True.
Podcast.
Because we have games.
That's right. Or you can drop us our subreddit r/Talking Reckless, which is actually where both of these came from. Or you can drop us voicemails on our Discord, which you can find. Just go to talkingreckless.com. You can find all that stuff. BYD Food wrote in again here. I think wrote in either last week or the week before. Says, what is the best single condiment for burgers, and why is it better than the other condiments? You can only have one condiment on a burger. Which is the best?
Hold on.
Okay, yeah. Set some ground rules.
I do need to set some ground rules because I want to know, are we talking condiments as in only condiments as in liquid? Or
yes.
can I consider a pickle a condiment?
That's a good question. We need
Fuck.
Yeah, are fixins condiments?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think condiments come out of a bottle.
What?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Or jar? Can we
Or-
get,
or
Can we
jar.
get
Well,
jar?
pickles come
Yeah.
out of jars.
like
like relish is like the
relish.
Relish is a
pickles.
condiment. Pickle
pickles
is
are
a
fixin,
a fixin.
or like a vegetable.
All right,
Yeah.
so we'll have to have an independent tribunal judge whether or not something one of us says is a fixin or a condiment.
Okay.
Okay.
I will
That's
be. I will be the tribunal.
That's fair.
There's only one of you.
Yes. I will be the unabul.
And I'm gonna
Unibul.
I'm gonna open the floor and
Okay.
say that mayonnaise is the single best condiment,
Ooh, wow.
and you need it on every single burger.
Bold choice to go with the worst one.
right?
Whoa.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is the best one. Why is it the best? I'm glad you asked. Because fat is really, if fat is flavor, mayonnaise is literally just fat. Fat and eggs, buddy.
Hold
Okay.
on. I want to expand on your
Join my mayonnaise platform here.
See, I was gonna say mayonnaise, but because you said mayonnaise, I have to improve on it.
Oh.
Have you ever had bacon mayonnaise?
No, I've not.
It's mayonnaise, but with bacon.
okay.
Therefore, fat plus fat equals great.
Could we find common ground on
I was
Chipotle mayo?
calling, yes, that's my go-to. Like, your choice is awful, your choice is awful. Spicy mayo.
Hell
now
yeah.
we're talking.
I'll do you one better. We got 3 different kinds of mayo. Throw it all in the garbage and take the garbage out because that's going to smell bad
Please
when
don't
the sun
do
starts.
not say ketchup. If you say ketchup,
Barbecue sauce
Oh, that
is the
I know.
best condiment
No.
on a burger. It's so good. You put it on the patty and just cook it right on there.
No, that's smart. If it's you just don't want a burger and mayo, but burger and barbecue sauce, that sounds okay.
I just want a burger and mayo.
You've sold me.
All right.
well, no, like
Welcome to the team.
I'll take a burger. I'll take
We
a.
are a bibunal.
we need fixins. Without fixins, we're just eating mayo and burgers.
Assume
Yes.
assume it's just bun, burger, one condiment of choice. That's the
Barbecue
test.
sauce.
That's the
I got
test.
Barbecue.
Then it's
I-
barbecue sauce.
I gotta say mustard.
Mustard
I
is
gotta
a
say-
solid number
No,
2.
I'm deep in the mayo. Give me mayo on both sides of the bun.
If you consider the amount of options you have in mayo compared to the amount of options, like different flavor options compared to mustard,
You got to pick mustard. I'm picking Hellman's white mayonnaise.
What does that
Plain
make
ass
Dijon? That like
mayonnaise.
breaking the rules.
Yeah,
that's
a s-
mayo and mustard.
Is
So
that really
that's-
what Dijon
that's
is?
an option.
I've never
Some
known
of them,
that.
yeah.
Dijon.
Wow.
I thought it was like something about the mustard seed had the whole.
And there's like
Dijon is just mayo and mustard.
some of them, yes. Dijon's just
That doesn't-
Dijon just means like fancy.
You know what no one has to argue
Does
about?
it?
Isn't Dijon
Fucking
just a
barbecue
brand?
sauce.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't need to be mixed with mayo? Fucking barbecue
Oh
sauce.
shit! You know what's really good mixed with mayo though? Barbecue sauce.
Agreed. It's like if anything, like jalapenos would be my go-to here.
Dijon mustard does not mean fancy. All right. First of all, Dijon mustard is a traditional mustard of France named after the town of Dijon in Burgundy,
Where they mixed mayo and mustard.
Yeah.
and it uses more of the seed
Okay.
than regular mustard.
Oh, that's just grainy mustard.
Yep, it's a mix of white vinegar, water, and mustard.
I could maybe do. I don't want to, but I could maybe do some sort of flavored mayo on a chicken burger, but not on a beef burger. Don't put
I
mayo
don't even need the
anywhere.
burger. Just
Hold
give me
on.
the bun
Hold
and
on.
mayo.
Yeah.
Burger
no,
also
I
isn't
agree.
defined here,
Yeah.
so
Mayo is better for chicken than it is for beef.
Yeah.
That's fair on everything.
Can I open up a new contender to the floor?
Yes.
How do you all feel about McChicken sauce?
Ooh, what is it's like kind of a
It's
a
too
mayo.
close
plus
to mayo.
Yeah, it's like a mayo based kind of.
Yeah, it's mayo based, but
It's like a spicy
got
mayo,
a
not
little
the
something
spicy
else.
mayo, but like a
Yeah.
adjacent spicy mayo.
all right. So we're categorizing it as a mayo.
I think it'd probably be
it's in the mayo family.
I feel like jalapenos are a fixin'.
They are
Jalapenos
fixing,
are
but
definitely a
if
fixin'.
fixings were allowed in this conversation, I'd pick jalapenos.
Should we open
Sure.
it up? Should we?
Okay,
best
let's open it up
topping?
to
We're just gonna go
Plus-
crazy. Fucking
plus best
give me a
fixin'?
pineapple and an egg
Are we doing-
and hollandaise.
Are we doing one condiment, one fixin' then, or are we just doing one of either?
Entire separate category.
Yeah.
So
Fucking
Best fixin'.
barbecue sauce.
crystallized?
your super burger
Uh-huh.
does not necessarily have to be your best condiment plus your best fixin'.
It's true. Your best burger could be, yeah, I see what you
Yeah.
mean. There's a combination there that could propel
Exactly.
it past your number one.
What
Okay.
are we doing? Best burger or best fixin'? What do we?
Best fixin'.
Pickles, dill pickles, not sweet pickles. Dill pickles.
Ooh.
Fuck.
I'm gonna say red onions.
Fuck.
Strong tasting choice. Not strong choice like as though I agree, but a very distinct choice.
Hang on. Sorry.
Slice of pineapple.
Is cheese a fixin'?
Yeah, cheese
Yeah,
definitely
cheese
a
is a
fixin'.
fixin'.
Unless it's a liquid.
Unless it's
That's
cheese
right.
whiz.
Melted cheese.
Then it's a condiment.
Is
Yeah,
a
that's
condiment.
condiment.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some
sauce.
cheese just melted enough that it is still a fixin'.
Yeah, that's a fixin'.
It's a good choice. That's
Okay.
definitely probably the best.
You can't just melt cheese into a liquid, by the way. It turns into a weird like putty. But if you just melt cheese, it will not pour onto a burger.
Maybe you can't.
What's your ultimate condiment, Fixin', Bryce?
Oh, jalapenos for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's a
Gets-
strong
gets the
choice.
spice.
That's a good one
Strong
too.
second
Yeah,
choice.
okay.
Mayo plus jalapenos. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's like spicy mayo
that's
right
a
there. You
weird-
just made
weird
spicy
combo.
mayo.
It's a weird combo.
Barbecue sauce and cheese worked just fine.
Spicy Baconator used to be the fucking creme de la creme of living your best
It
life.
was-
Spicy Baconator is pretty good.
Eat pretty low.
Spicy
Doing a lot of
Bacon.
eat.
You ever had the flamethrower burger at Dairy Queen?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
I
Good
think I've
stuff.
had one of those.
Yeah,
I'll get
that's
a
real
side
good.
of flamethrower sauce to dip my fries in.
Sure. What's flamethrower sauce?
Just spicy mayo. I think.
Spicy mayo.
Yeah.
Super spicy mayo.
If I'm getting on the mayo train,
Spicy
it
mayo.
is spicy
Hell
mayo.
yes.
Flamethrower
Winner.
sauce.
I think we all came. I think as a podcast we
Yeah.
came together on spicy mayo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we agree.
That's your answer, BYD Food. Spicy mayo. Another question here we're going to have to use our collective brain power for. Pokalot wrote in, says, what altered item or object of power would the talking reckless collective unconscious create? So
Spicy Baconator.
this is a theme from Control that if something is in the public consciousness enough, the iconic yellow rubber duck is so thought about that it became a magical superpowered item. What would the talking reckless consciousness create?
I would like to open it with not a real answer, but Kevin just brought in a very lovely D&D box.
The box?
that would make a mighty fine object of power.
The 7 Kevin coasters are obviously objects of power
Gotta
Yeah.
collect them all.
or altered
Yeah.
items.
Yeah.
The altered effect is there's actually just one coaster, but it's fragmented into like 7 parallel. They're all the same coaster from different universes.
Gotcha. And
if
they
you-
all ended up in this universe?
Yeah, and if you collect all 7, you can close the singular. You close the singular. You get a wish.
Which is the end of time.
Did we
And the beginning.
Did we even ever have all 7 together at once? Like
No.
even when we had them?
Nope.
I don't think anyone.
I don't think we did either.
anyone
No.
on this planet
'Cause
can
they came-
prove there are actually
They
7.
came. They were never here. They went from where they were made to whoever ordered them.
Oh, really?
So all 7 have never been in one place together.
I still
like pieces of
remember.
the Triforce.
I still remember taking that picture in the room upstairs.
Like over 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Coming up on.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a colored XLR cable.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that'd be in from us definitely.
Yeah.
The hosts. We have these colored XLR cables, and some work
and
and
they're
some
probably
don't.
one
and-
of the most talked about single items that we have.
It has to be the belt.
The belt would be.
Yeah, the belt would be really good
The belt
too.
is almost.
it's a
'cause
title,
there-
not a belt.
Isn't there?
Well.
Doesn't hold up your pants.
It can.
Could.
It could. Has anyone
Hold
ever
up
tried
your,
it?
Hold up
I
your,
have.
your financial.
We can call it
Not
a
to
belt.
hold up my
Life
pants,
as well.
but-
I feel like the championship is too like. Isn't there supposed to be some like a mundane quality
Yeah,
to
it's
an object of
too. It's
power?
already too special.
Yeah,
I think.
like you'd see that and you'd be like,
It's already
"Oh,
got so much
that's fucking-"
wealth and prestige
Yeah.
associated with it. You just assume it's special. I'm trying to think. The bottle that Oliver broke Amber's front teeth out with that time might be that probably has some kind of power to
Yeah.
it.
I think just like in general Fireball whiskey bottles.
Oh yeah.
Sure, that's a good
Just
one.
Fireball
actually.
whiskey, full stop.
That one would have to be like the duplicating effect, where like whenever
Yeah.
you're not looking at it, it just like expands into multiple bottles.
It's actually
You're like running from Kevin's house, and they're just spilling out the door.
so they examined Fireball whiskey and found it's made of no known element. It's some magical liquid not from this universe.
No.
Ambrosia.
And when you're drunk, you're not actually drunk. You're just seeing glimpses of the different dimensions where it came
Shit.
from. Yeah,
That makes perfect sense.
it's true.
I've been thinking a lot about those objects. That's a really good one, actually. You're not actually drunk. You're just that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I think that's probably trying to think of. It's hard to know your own iconic shit when you like live that
Oliver's
life.
hair.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking about that. It's always
Can Oliver just be himself an object of power, a person
maybe
of power? I
swag.
guess?
When he was
Yeah,
known as
when he's
swag, he could have been.
The Swagger Aguilar Twitter handle should be an object of power.
Nice.
Oh, that person who claimed that name
Yeah.
is now unbelievably powerful.
Oh man, podcast at talkingreckless.com is an email address, or you can drop these on the subreddit, which is where these came from. Tremendous emails this week. Thank you very much.
Those are good.
Boy, what do we got coming up? If you enjoy wrestling, it sounds like it might be getting pretty interesting. Maybe listen to.
There's hope.
Yeah, which is really in a way the worst gift you can give someone.
That's true.
But and listen to the Suplex City Limits podcast, our brother show. They talks about all sorts of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You can find out if it's good or bad just by listening to them. Retribution coming up Friday. Join us. Twitch.tv/talkingrecklesspodcast. It is in the evening. I don't know the time off my head. 7.
You'd say the wrestling show was on Friday?
Yeah, it's on a Friday night.
Oh, fuck.
It's on a Friday night. We're gonna run it again on the
Going up
Sunday.
against SmackDown.
Yeah, fuck them. You know,
They're having a fucking draft.
real. We don't worry about competition when it's real competition. All right.
Stupid competition is what they are.
Yes, this Friday, come and join us. See if DDK defends his title and all the other goings-ons.
We'll have
that
all the
go
Fox analysts.
on. That's right.
Tim Tebow will be there.
And if you enjoyed what you heard, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Patreon.com/talkingrecklesspodcast. It's how we can do all these different podcasts. Oh, Westworld FM Season 1 wrap.
I'm going to listen to that.
Done.
Nice.
In the can. I hope you enjoy it.
I have to get through season 2. I think we had this
you
discussion.
should. You'll. I think. Well, once you see season 2, you'll understand why.
Yeah.
Go listen to that. It's on our podcast feed. That's all I have to say. Ask me anything about Westworld.
When does season 3 come out?
New year
Of the show, right? We're talking of the, not of your podcast,
of the show. Yes, Westworld season 3 comes out in the new year sometime.
Okay, good.
So yeah, we'll do season 2 before then, and then we'll hit the ground running for season 3. I know nothing about it other than someone told me Aaron Paul is in it, and I wish I didn't know
saw
that.
a picture of him. You guys excited for that Breaking Bad movie?
Yeah, kind of. I thought Breaking Bad ended so well that
I think they'll do just fine.
Yeah,
by
I
the
bet
ending.
they will.
Yeah.
I bet they will. Kevin Barr, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Bryce Zinnick.
Thank you.
And Brandon Lynch.
Happy to be here.
And you at home, thank you so much for joining us. My name's Matt Eads, if you forgot. We'll see you here in a week. We'll do the 294th episode of the Talking Reckless podcast. We'll see you then.
Fucking China.
Fucking China, man. I mean, we all stayed very respectful. Thank you. Well done to everyone.
Yep,
Woo!
Are they still cool?
No. China definitely not still cool.
There are cool Chinese people.
They're all cool Chinese people. China the country, not
Yao
cool.
Ming,
Not cool.
very cool.
Not cool. In Simpsons, when he said
I don't
China's still
know.
cool.
Yao Ming
Liar.
sided with government China.
Fuck.
Wow.
China, not cool.
He
Not
cut
cool.
he cut all ties with the Rockets over this.
Oh.
Fuck.
Which
Yao
is
Ming, the
pretty
Chinese
impressive.
Wayne Gretzky of basketball. Not cool.
That would be like Wayne Gretzky cutting ties with the
Wayne
Oilers.
Gretzky
Yeah.
of basketball. Everyone at home, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for some video games. It's Friday. I don't know what we're doing. Come and find out.
Something awesome, hopefully.
Play Jumpstart second grade.
We're going to play Jumpstart. Actually, we're going to play some, not Jumpstart second grade, some real shitty games. What I think look like shitty games that I found on Game Pass. Both are Disney games for movies that I've never seen.
Nice.
Oh!
So
Oh!
these might be really bad.
One
We'll
of
see.
those games is, I think, just fine. One of those games is not so much.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.